to have at least the opportunity to be successful. So, I mean, I think that's huge, right? But at the same time, I think for us, we have a quarterback who, throughout the years has made great decisions, right? And he's learned when to eat the ball or not. So to me, I think we're in favor in that because of who we have at quarterback.
That's Kevin Mitchell. Good stuff, buddy.
Thank you as always.
We'll talk to you next week.
All right. Sounds good.
Enjoy the game.
All right.
Kevin Mitchell, a 2008 graduate of the U of I, played safety on the Rose Bowl team. He was a Rose Bowl team captain as well. Coming up in a moment, I'll visit with Brevant Seeds Player of the Week, and that is linebacker James Kreutz. Also ahead, Brett Bielema's final pregame comments, brought to you by the Geese College of Business. And Kerry Davis will have the State Farm keys to the game. Stay with us as we continue on the Wyffels Hybrids Countdown to Kickoff pregame show from Learfield.
Yuengling Traditional Lager, a beer that, like true legends, stands the test of time. Brewed by the same family for nearly 200 years, it's a crisp amber lager with a bold, smooth flavor that's perfect for game day. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from your favorite bar, Yuengling is the taste of tradition. Yuengling, legends stand the test of time.
Welcome to your field. The weather is perfect. The soil is perfect. The seedlings are perfect. Enjoy your relaxing day.
We all know that's not farming. That's fantasy. It takes grit and hard work to do what you do. Dynagrow Seed is bred and tested for your reality with a proven history of success in your area year after year. Dynagrow Seed. For real. Visit seedyoucantrust.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Feeling great starts with a great shave. This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Oh, hey, welcome to gift wrapping. Whoa, Zoe Saldana.
Hey, can you wrap these, please?
Wow, iPhone 17s. You splurged.
At T-Mobile, you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them. It's the perfect gift for everyone.
I'm the worst. I only got my mom a robe.
Well, it's better than socks.
So I have to trade in my old phone, right?
No, at T-Mobile, there's no trade-ins needed when you switch. Keep your old phone or give it as a gift.
Incredible.
In fact, wrap up my old phone too for my Aunt Rosa. Forget that. Aunt Liz will be jealous.
Sounds like my family drama.
Oh, I got it. I'll give it to my abuela. I'll take reindeer paper with, hey, where are you going?
To T-Mobile. Thanks, Zoe. The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed when you switch. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 4 eligible port-ins on essentials for well-qualified customers. Auto pay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end in balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 256 gigabytes, $830 required. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Make your game weekend brilliant beyond the tailgate. After cheering on the Fighting Illini, take time to explore Champaign-Urbana, savor restaurants that wow, enjoy art that inspires, breathe in the beauty of nature trails and vibrant fall colors, and discover family-friendly fun that keeps the whole crew smiling. Now that's what we call a weekend win. For more ideas, visit experiencecu.com.
Dear crew, it's Toyota. With an adult-sized third row, everyone's welcome in the Grand Highlander. From sports fans to eco-buffs and movie fans. Sink back in the Sienna with an available rear seat entertainment system. Slip into the RAV4 with available all-wheel drive. And let's go. Toyota. Find yours at toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Wyffels Hybrids Countdown to Kickoff on the Busey Bank Fighting Illini Sports Properties. Steve Kelly with you here at Geese Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois, and Maryland today in a Big Ten battle that kicks off at 2:35. Time now for our Brevant Seeds pregame player interview. My guest this week is junior linebacker James Kreutz. He wears number 41 for the Fighting Illini. The conversation is brought to you by Brevant Seeds, where they say, don't just win, change the game. James, let's start with how things are going. You're sitting on 6-3 in the chance to get to that 9-3 mark again this year.
Yeah, I think everyone's pretty excited for these next 3 games. We got Maryland this week, and we're just trying to go 1-0 every week. I think that's the most important thing that Coach B preaches to us.
What did you learn about Maryland this week?
That quarterback is a talented player. I think he's they do a lot of things on offense, but I think that their offense it's around him, and we got to stop him.
As far as your game goes and how things are going for you, how would you analyze it from year to year?
I think I've gotten better every year. I think that each game I can improve on, each practice try to improve. There's things you got to work on every week. So I think that's the main goal.
The defense has taken a few lumps, I guess, with a couple of games. But how do you think it bounced back against Rutgers?
It was a good bounce back. We all believe in Coach Henry, and Coach Henry believes in us. So we're just trying to ride around each other, and we're just trying to execute the call that he calls. So that's the most important thing.
I know that you're obviously a Chicago Bears fan, and it brings a smile to your face.
Yeah, I love the Bears. My dad was there for a while. It's when the Bears are good, Chicago's rolling. So and they're doing well right now. Just got to keep going.
Your dad get to many Bears games and your games both?
My parents come to a lot of our games. He does the radio right now, so he doesn't go to many of the games. But yeah, he's doing the radio. So yeah.
You get a chance to hear him on the radio?
Yeah, I do. I listen to him a lot. He's very smart. So
I was going to say he probably knows what he's talking about, right?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
How close are you and Josh, and how did that influence your decision to come here?
Me and Josh are really close, and that's my brother. That's my best friend. We live together. We do everything together. We train together. So it's cool having him around. He's smart when it comes to the game of football. I learned a lot from him. Going against him in practice, he does a lot of things right. So I can learn a lot from him.
When football is over for you, whenever that is, what would you like to be doing maybe 10 years from now? Coaching?
Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I'm trying to play the ball as long as I can. So that's the plan.
What's your major in school?
Recreational sports and tourism. So like sports management.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's good. It's good.
What do you like to do away from football?
Hang out with my friends, hang out with my family, play the game sometimes, hang out, really.
Has Big Ten football been what you thought it might be when you signed on here a few years ago?
For sure. Big Ten football, it's the best, man. It's fun. You get that pro style of football. People run the ball, they play action, they throw the ball. It's good. A lot of good players in the Big Ten. So we've seen a lot of them this year already.
You go against a pretty good offense every day in practice, don't you? And Luke Altmaier and company have been bringing the mail. They've been holding things up, haven't they?
Oh, yeah. Luke has been unreal this year. He does – you can see in his prep and everyday work he does. Luke he's a get-after kind of guy. And the whole offense, the O-line's been playing well. The receivers, our running backs, it's just in practice. It comes with practice every day.
I get the 1-0 mantra and the 1-0 philosophy, but you have a chance to get to another – very nice bowl game. And really, you're kind of at a point in the season where with each win comes a better bowl assignment.
Yeah, I think it is important to look ahead, but I think the most important thing now is just Maryland. We got to take care of Maryland. That's the most important thing.
That's linebacker James Kreutz, who played his high school football at Loyola Academy in the Chicagoland area. His brother Josh is the starting center for the Illini. Of course, their dad is former Bears All-Pro center Olin Kreutz. Coming up next, Brett Bielema's final comments before today's kickoff, brought to you by the Geese College of Business, where world-class leaders are locally owned. Geese provides a purpose-driven residential and online experience for graduates that they could put to their purpose into practice. We'll take a break and be back with more on the Wiffles Hybrids pregame show from Learfield.
Want to help pull the plug on cyber terrorists? Or work with satellites and other space technology? How about learning the avionics inside stealth fighters? You can do it, serving part-time in the Air National Guard. In the Air Guard, you'll earn extra cash and money for college while gaining high-tech skills in one of nearly 200 career specialties. Call the Illinois Air National Guard at 1-800-TOGOANG or visit goang.com/IL.
Looking for a seed buying experience that's more humanized? Ready to trade a company that's oversized for an independent brand that's right-sized? Searching for elite hybrids that have been optimized, tested in your geography, and localized? Did we run out of words that rhyme, so now we have to use metaphysicized? Maybe so. But if you answered yes to any of these questions, then it's probably time you get Wiffleized. Choose Wiffles Hybrids this season, and let's get familiarized.
Make your game weekend brilliant beyond the tailgate. After cheering on the Fighting Illini, take time to explore Champaign-Urbana. Savor restaurants that wow. Enjoy art that inspires. Breathe in the beauty of nature trails and vibrant fall color. And discover family-friendly fun that keeps the whole crew smiling. Now that's what we call a weekend win. For more ideas, visit experiencecu.com.
Food, fuel, jobs, even our planet's future. It all starts right here with homegrown Illinois corn. From plant-based bioplastics and renewable fuel to fighting the effects of climate change, Illinois corn is at work in your backyard, and it's paving the way toward a more sustainable future. Learn more at watchusgrow.org/corn.
The Fighting Illini play here all season long. This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Looking for seed that performs? FS Envision seed corn and FS High Soy soybeans deliver top-tier performance, field-tested reliability, and trusted local FS expertise. Your local FS crop specialist is here from planting to harvest, helping you get the most out of every acre, every season. Seed that performs, support that delivers. Ask your local FS crop specialist about FS Envision and FS High Soy, or visit fsc.com to learn more.
Hey, Illini fans, it's college football season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Illinois football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Fighting Illini. Let's go Fighting Illini! SeatGeek.
We continue this morning here at Geese Memorial Stadium. It's Illinois football against the Maryland Terrapins. Our visit with Coach Brett Bielema shortly before kickoff. Brought to you by the Geese College of Business. And a special day today. Not only football game being played here, which is important, but also honoring our veterans. And I know, Coach Bielema, you've talked about that a lot this week.
Yeah.
And looking forward to the game today. I know not only playing the game, but honoring our veterans.
Obviously, that time of year when you have this one game a year, but this especially Veterans Day and all that goes into where this country is, how we are, the things we get to do on a daily basis. We need to thank all the people that helped us serve, right? And Jen and I, actually, Brett Moore kind of thought of this, and we had a ticket drive that is initiated over 2,000 military personnel being in the crowd today, and obviously, that's a special moment, but just for their families, I always think about game day. It's always great to get a W. It's always good to have a win and have success, but to see families create a moment, to see families create a memory that lasts a lifetime, that's kind of special, and hopefully that happens today.
I don't know, on your own staff, was it Coach Miller, was out at Air Force?
Yeah, he's our guest captain this week.
Yeah.
A special dude from Ohio that I had a couple coaches on my staff that knew him, and when I got my original staff together, he was my first tight ends coach, and as we all know, went through a personal battle with cancer and has come out on top of that, has really received some really good news here in the last several weeks, and because of that, he's now transitioned into kind of a more of a personnel-driven role in our program. But yeah, the time he spent at Air Force and the time after, he's a very proud military service person, and gave a great message to our team.
As we get ready for this game here this afternoon, how was the bye week number 2?
A little different than bye week 1. Just from me, from my standpoint, I kept all my coaches here. We had some really good practices. Also gave our guys a little bit of downtime, a little free time. But I was myself and Pat Hamilton were the only two that really went on the road. Art was out for a day. Saw some QBs, but for the most part, I kept my staff here the whole week. We did a little bit of a self-scout for a couple of days. And then just because of the schedule in front of us, to have obviously Maryland, Northwestern, and Wisconsin, we did a little bit of a jump on Northwestern and Wisconsin. And then obviously at the end of the week, we transitioned strictly into Maryland prep. And, during these bye weeks, I always try to get about an extra 2 to 3 days, almost a week and a half full prep on our opponents. So it's almost kind of like a little bit of a mini bowl prep. But yeah, super excited about the bye week and what we accomplished.
Well, as you look at Maryland here this afternoon, we all know the coach really well, Mike Loxley, as he brings his team to town. I know you and I spoke briefly this week. He'll have them ready.
Oh, yeah.
Today.
Lox is a good football coach. You can hear it in his voice, how much he cares for his players. I think they care for him. You can, anytime I've ever been in a recruiting battle with Mike Loxley, whether it was when he was here at Illinois and I was at a competitive school, or now when we're both head coaches going after the same player, the relationship player driven that he is, he's also very, very well thought of, X's and O's, has a great pedigree, spent a lot of time with some great coaches, not only here, but then spent some time in Tuscaloosa with Coach Saban and what he was able to accomplish there. So a very accomplished coach and one that'll bring his best.
Well, he's got a young quarterback in Malik Washington, but very accomplished early in his career. For sure.
Very, very big, strong, dynamic, good player. Can throw it, can run it. Very creative. Got a little bit of a Luke Altmaier feel to him. Like he does some things to scramble, stay alive, and he'll flip it. He'll also take off running. Very opportunistic defense. They've created a lot of turnovers, a lot of interceptions, created some negative yards plays. So a tremendous challenge in front of us.
Yeah, did I see he rushed the quarterback? I'm talking about 164 yards.
Yeah,
in their game with Rutgers.
Yeah,
so
he got a big one
either way.
On the second play of the game. They had a big one breakaway that I believe was over 60 yards on one play. So yeah, very. The thing that was really engaged with watching him is you can see a lot of times with young players. Obviously they have a certain level of talent, but when they get better every week, and I know obviously. Maryland started off with 4 straight wins, and the last 5 haven't gone well. But like the way they play, the way they practice to put themselves week in and week out in the game is pretty impressive.
All right. Well, as we get ready for this game, it'll be good to have Dylan Rosiak back this week.
Super excited. Obviously, missed the last couple of weeks there. Was injured, but has done a great job in rehab and recovery. And last year he was unfortunately unable to finish the year with us. But I know that was a special thought in his mind to get back out here in these 3 weeks, and eventually he'll have to have a surgery, but super excited to see him back out there with us today.
Well, give me some keys that you're looking at as you look at this game carrying over now after the win 2 weeks ago and then into today.
Well, first off, obviously when you come out of a bye week, you want to make sure that you start with good tempo, right? Like anytime you take a week off, whether it's through the bye week window or a long time in between play, you got to make sure you start with great tempo. So I think that's going to be a big one. We saw it all week and we made a big deal of it. But, we're playing here in Memorial and we want to make a great showing. And to get this crowd going early would be a great thing. And I think the biggest thing is you got to finish, right? You're in November, so you're at the tail end of your season. It's kind of what you're all about. What's your DNA? What's your makeup? How do you start? But more importantly, how do you finish?
All right. Hey, Coach, good luck.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, IOL.
All right, I&I, that's Coach Brett Bielema. His comments brought to you by the Geese College of Business. We'll hear from Kerry Davis next as we continue here on the pregame show from Learfield.
The passion.
He's going to take it to the house. Dinner's cooking. Touchdown.
The fury.
There was flames on that ball.
The speed.
35, 40, there he goes. Down the sideline.
Western College football.
For the end zone. Got it for 6 points. You can unhitch the wagon. Put the pony from the bars. Back to the end zone. 20.
Say goodnight to this one. This is the College Football Blitz. Listen all season long on College Sports Now on the Varsity Network.
Illini fans know a strong starting lineup makes all the difference. And when it comes to your health, Carle Health puts the right team on the field for you. With the doctors, hospitals, and specialists you already know and trust. Whether you're exploring Medicare Advantage options or individual plans, choose a plan that chooses Carle Health. Visit choosecarlehealth.org to stay connected to the care teams who are there for you, your family, and your community. Choose a health plan that keeps you in the game. Choose CARLEhealth.org.
Tim Gould Farms in Henry County. He trusts Illinois Farm Bureau to have his back, and so can you.
Farm Bureau has a very large impact on local communities and on the state level. There's different avenues of communications, such as Farm Week, Ag Safety, Ag in the Classroom, scholarship programs. Between an off-the-farm job, the farm, and family, my life without Farm Bureau would feel as though I'm on my own.
The Illinois Farm Bureau Advantage. Impactful advocacy, trusted information, and meaningful developments.
Hey, Fighting Illini fans, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field design Illinois t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Illinois in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
Illinois football lives here.
What a terrific catch!
This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Listen up, Illini fans. Cashback is here with the new Illini Visa Signature Cashback Card brought to you by the U of I Community Credit Union. Earn cashback every time you make a purchase. 5% cashback on gas and travel, 2% back on groceries and restaurants, and 1.5% back on everything else. But that's not all. U of I Community Credit Union will match your cashback earnings up to $150 for the first year. Learn more and apply today at IlliniCard.org.
I did my research about the nursing home I put my mom in, but I'm not sure she's getting the care she needs.
What if I told you some nursing homes don't provide the right kind of care, and it can result in abuse and neglect for your loved ones?
Really? How do I find out what's going on?
You call Konoski Bresney. We help families find out what went wrong when they suspect their loved ones are being neglected or abused in a nursing home. Konoski Bresney, we get your worth.
6 minutes away from kickoff here at Geese Memorial Stadium. Beautiful November 15th. Temperature in the 70s. Time now for the keys to the game presented by State Farm. The State Farm Personal Price Plan can help you create an affordable price just for you. Kerry Davis with today's keys to the game.
Well, obviously, it's always similar. Take care of the football. It's going to be a little bit of a windy day. If you do put it up in the air, receivers have to know it's our ball or no one else's ball. And defensively, I would love to see this Illini front seven be able to get after this quarterback. They only have been sacked 3 times on the entire season, which means they do a really good job in protecting the quarterback, and the quarterback does a great job of getting the ball out of his hands. But when you do get back there, you got to get him to the ground. So rally tackle mentality, everyone get to the ball carrier and get him on the ground and get ready for the next play.
And you want to see the Illini run the ball. That's another staple.
I always want to see the running back get a heavy dose of carries in the game, especially, like I said, a windy day like today. You want to be able to run the ball effectively. That starts up front, getting push from your offensive line and tight ends, moving the men against their will, and running backs finding a lane, one cut downhill, and getting north and south and being able to run through arm tackles and picking up big gains.
Those are the keys to the game with Kerry Davis, presented by State Farm. State Farm can help you create an affordable price just for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Kickoff in less than 5 minutes. This has been the Whipples Hybrids Countdown to Kickoff from Learfield.
Illini fans know a strong starting lineup makes all the difference. And when it comes to your health, Carl Health puts the right team on the field for you. With the doctors, hospitals, and specialists you already know and trust. Whether you're exploring Medicare Advantage options or individual plans, choose a plan that chooses Carl Health. Visit choosecarlhealth.org to stay connected to the care teams who are there for you, your family, and your community. Choose a health plan that keeps you in the game. Choose CARLEhealth.org.
You can just picture it. The anticipation before the big moment. The band playing, the adrenaline flowing, the confidence that you're about to hit the field and simply dominate. Now you know what it feels like to plant a field of Brevant seeds. Because when you choose Brevant seeds, you're not looking for a simple win. You're looking to turn heads and make a name for yourself. This is your turf. And when you get out there, it's sheer domination. Get started at Brevant.com/domination. Win, win, win.
Proud to back the orange and blue. This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
When it comes to your home starting lineup, you want a superstar on your side. That's a John Deere from AHW. With our online building price tool, you can create the riding mower, compact utility tractor, or gator that fits your exact needs and budget. A machine that's in a field all by itself. Try out the building price tool online at ahwllc.com or stop by one of our 18 locations. AHW, proud sponsors of Fighting Illini football.
Your Barbasol shave is a time for self-reflection. Look in that mirror and ask yourself, can I make a real difference in this world? Of course you can. Just not today. The big game is on. Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
Snakes, zombies, public speaking. The list of fears is endless. But the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. Distracted driving is what's really scary and even deadly. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Turn it up. It's game time. On the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Back to pass. Rush coming. Royola's in trouble.
Yes, sir.
Down he goes.
Yes, sir.
Going for it on fourth down. Lob to the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. It's a free ball.
Nice.
It's bouncing on the turf. And the Illini have it. Looks to throw. Throw into the end zone. He caught it. Back of the end zone. Touchdown.
Fighting Illini football is brought to you by Carl, the official healthcare provider of the Fighting Illini, and by your local Ford dealers.
Let's go! Let's go! We do this, man! Here we go!
Kickoff is just moments away. Now, here's the voice of the Fighting Illini, Brian Barnhart.
And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to historic East Memorial Stadium as the Fighting Illini continue Big Ten play here in the month of November at 6-3, 3-3 in the Big Ten against the 4-5 and 1-5 in the Big Ten Maryland Terrapins. As we join you this afternoon on a 73-degree day. How's that for the middle of November? It is windy out of the north and northwest at about 20 miles an hour. Could gust as high as 30 today, but we have some sunshine overhead, and the Illini getting ready to try to be strong down the stretch here as they come into this game already bowl eligible, but looking to win some more games here in the month of November. Brian Barnhart with Kerry Davis. Michael Martin is on the sideline, and our entire crew as we join you today from Memorial Stadium in Champaign. It is windy, it is warm, but Kerry Davis, for November, this is not bad.
I'll take it. November football where you still can wear short sleeve shirts. You can't complain too much about it. It is going to be windy, but that's part of football, especially in the fall in the Midwest. Hopefully the Illini have prepared well in the elements and are ready for today's action.
Well, Maryland is a team that is 4-5, but they're probably better than their record would indicate. Mike Loxley's crew has lost some really heartbreaking games.
Yeah, they have. They started off 4-0 and have dropped the last 5. And as you said earlier, their record is really not indicative of who they are as a football team. Hardworking. You know, Coach Loxley is going to have these guys prepared. He's coming back to Memorial Stadium for an opportunity to get a win in a place where he coached for a number of years. So I know he's got those guys ready to roll. The Illini have to be ready to roll as well.
Yeah, Locke's had a lot of great years here with Ron Zook and company, the Rose Bowl team that he was an offensive coordinator for, and leads Les Terrapins back into Champaign today. The fourth ever meeting. Maryland leads 2-1, and David Olano will kick it off. Iverson Howard, the deep man, will watch it sail way out the back of the end zone. He almost made a field goal there.
I think he did.
He may have. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Maryland at the 25-yard line. Michael Martin on the sideline today. Wind is a factor today, Michael.
Oh, absolutely. And the fact of the matter is, it's not every day when you see a kickoff go through the uprights. Unfortunately, not worth any points. We'll see how it swirls today. I see you on the south end zone, the flag's going one way, and on the north end zone, the flag's going the exact opposite way. As a specialist, I know how much it swirls here. We'll see how much of a factor it plays, but Illinois has the advantage because they know Memorial Stadium.
Yep, they sure do. Malik Washington is the quarterback, 6'5", 230-pound freshman from his own 25. Fakes a handoff, rolling right, being chased. Now he's going to run and slides down across the 25 up to about the 27-yard line, so he gets a couple yards out of that. Washington against Rutgers last week carried it 8 times for 164 yards. Now, he had 2 huge runs that contributed to that.
Yeah, Tanner Heckle had a chance to grab him down there for a sack, but was unable to. Washington was able to get around the edge for a few yards.
They'll spread the field, 2nd and 8. Here's the throw to the right, caught across the way by the Maryland receiver, out of bounds shy of the first down. DeJuan Williams is the man who makes the catch, and they will throw to him out of the backfield a lot. Number 0 comes in with 27 catches. He also has 365 yards rushing this year. He got 7 on that, so he needs 1 yard to the Terrapins. And Mike Loxley just underway, shy of their own 35 at the 34. Red helmets, white tops, red pants, a little bit of yellow mixed in. 36% for the year on 3rd down are the Terps. Here is Malik Washington. Rolls right, throws it right. It is caught for a first down up at the 37-yard line. Jaleel Farouk with the catch for Maryland. He's one of their top receivers. 38 catches coming in. Got number 39 there for a Maryland first down. Good enough for 3 yards at their own 37.
And they're going up tempo, and the Illini have to get the call in, get ready to roll, and be able to get to the ball carrier as soon as possible.
Can't imagine a Mike Locksley offense going up tempo. How about that? Here's the back to pass, short drop, throw left. It is caught. Nice catch by Farouk. Across the 40 up to the 43-yard line. He got about 6 on that throw.
Brian, it'll be interesting to see how the defense for the Illini want to attack this young quarterback. Do you want to sit back and have him, allow him to have time, or do you want to put pressure on him and make him force him to throw those throws a little bit sooner than he'd like to?
Yeah, no sacks this year. 3 sacks allowed, very few. Here's a throw left, caught. And running up the left sideline, Octavian Smith Jr. He should have a Maryland first down. He gets it up near midfield. And they'll move the sticks. So a couple of first downs for the Terps here. They'll put the football down at their own 48-yard line. So from their own 25 up to the 48. First and 10 for the Terps. No score yet. 12:48 to go. Here in the first quarter under bright sunshine, but very windy conditions. And the Terps working against that wind. Malik Washington for the year, 263 rushing yards, so he can run it. Man goes in motion. DeJuan Williams is the back, and Williams gets the handoff. Big hole left side, 45-40. He's got a Maryland first down all the way down to the Illinois 35-yard line. Torrey Cox in the secondary in the stop, but a gain of 16 for DeJuan Williams, the redshirt freshman out of Baltimore.
That was a good play by Maryland. Normally when the running back lines up on the left side and they're running the ball, he usually ends up on the right. That time they pulled the right guard and the right tackle. He started on the left and ended up going back to the left. It just throws the defense off a little bit. That's why that game was able to have a big run right there.
Maryland, by the way, 16th in the Big Ten in rushing yards. They got a good one there, though. First and 10 at the Illinois 35. No score yet. Here is DeJuan Williams, runs to the right, cuts back, wrapped up and dropped. Malachi Hood got him at about the 30-yard line. He gets 5 yards on that carry with 11:40 to go first quarter. Williams, you mentioned him, one of the leading running backs in receptions in the Big Ten. And a guy that chose Maryland over Ohio State, Michigan, and Penn State. So the magic of Mike Locksley and his recruiting ability certainly evident there. Nolan Ray checks in for him as a tailback. Malik Washington under center. 2nd and 5 Maryland at the Illinois 30. Tight end to the left and the right. Here's a handoff up the middle. Nolan Ray picking his way through. He's close to a first down at the Illinois 25, and I think they've got it. First down for the Terrapins. Pat Farrell, the first guy there for Illinois. Angelo McCullum down there. Joe Barna in an outside linebacker spot. Dylan Rosiak back today, by the way.
And Brian, we talked about the Illini wanting to run the football. It looks like the Maryland Terrapins have the same mindset. Defensively, you got to get penetration to throw some of that rhythm off of that offensive line and give that running back no room to be able to make those cuts.
This offensive line for Maryland has started every game the same way, the same 5 up front. First and 10 at the Illinois 25. Here is a fake handoff, throw left, caught inside the Illinois 20, down inside the 15, Shalik Knox. Another good receiver. And they'll move the sticks again down to the Illinois 13-yard line. So we got 12 on that pass play. And Maryland moving it right down the field here. No score yet, 10-13 for the quarter.
They are, and they're moving it down the field because they're having so much success on first down. If you have success on first down, it makes it harder for the defense to be able to get after the quarterback on 2nd and long, 3rd and long situations. The Illini have to do a better job on first down and getting the ball carrier on the ground for a tackle for loss.
Malik Washington, 5 of 5 in this game throwing. A lot of short ones. Hand off to DeJuan Williams. Runs it straight ahead. Down close to the 10-yard line. Got a couple there. Matt Bailey at the safety spot. Of course, Miles Scott down there. Torrey Cox in a corner for Illinois today. And Juice Clark. They give him 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Maryland driving in the red zone. Throw to the right. It's through the hands of the intended receiver. Szymanski, the tight end, couldn't haul it in as they threw it to the right. 9:23 to go first quarter, and Maryland facing a 3rd down here. 3rd and 7.
And Brian, like I said,
the Illinois 11.
If you want to have success on 3rd down, have success on 1st down. You allowed only 3 yards. You made a tough 2nd down play. Now it's 3rd and 7. You can pin your ears back and get after the quarterback when it's 3rd and 7. Hopefully they get to the quarterback and get him done.
3rd and 7 Maryland from the Illinois 10. Moving right to left against the wind. They marched it right down the field.
Malik Washington in the gun. Williams is his back. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 3rd and 7 from the Illinois 10. Back to pass. Throw left. Juggling attempt is incomplete. Trying to hit Knotts right there near the pylon. The Illini had it covered up. Terry Cox back there with Matt Bailey. And Malik Washington's pass incomplete. And the Illini will force a field goal from the Terps.
Yeah, bend but don't break defense. Like I said, they were able to get a lot of yards on those first downs, which made life hard for the Illini. You got a good stop on that first 3rd down here in the red zone, and now you're able to force a field goal.
We're going to spot it down at about the Illinois 19, so a 29-yard attempt. Sean O'Hare for the year, 17 out of 19. This to put the Maryland Terrapins ahead, middle of the field against the wind. But the kick is up and the kick is good. And with that, we'll take a break. Maryland marches down the field. They go 13 plays, 65 yards. They have to settle for a 29-yard field goal by Sean O'Hare. 3-0 Maryland, 9:15 to go first quarter. And this is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Primient is proud to celebrate agriculture today and every day, on the field and off. We were founded on the potential of agriculture more than 100 years ago, and our more than 1,500 employees embrace this heritage as we look to tomorrow. To learn more about how Primient teams are working to enrich lives through plant-based solutions across the food, feed, and industrial ingredients markets, visit the Primient website at primient.com and follow us on LinkedIn.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave? This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Listen up, Illini fans. Cashback is here with the new Illini Visa Signature Cashback Card brought to you by the U of I Community Credit Union. Earn cashback every time you make a purchase. 5% cashback on gas and travel, 2% back on groceries and restaurants, and 1.5% back on everything else. But that's not all. U of I Community Credit Union will match your cashback earnings up to $150 for the first year. Learn more and apply today at IlliniCard.org.
Hey, Fighting Illini fans, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field design Illinois t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Illinois in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
Well, we had snow at the start of the week here at Champaign. It's all gone except what's piled up in the corner at the State Farm Center. It's nice and warm today, 73 degrees. Maryland with a field goal of 29 yards, long drive, 13 plays. Field goal good. The Illini receive the kickoff. Maryland up 3-0. 9:15 to go here in the first quarter. And Mac Rusetich back deep is going to make a fair catch at the 10 for the Illini. And the Illini will have it here first and 10. Michigan lining up to win at Wrigley Field, trailing Northwestern 22-21. And did he make it? He did. Okay. So Michigan with the go-ahead field goal there at Wrigley. All right, here it's 3-0 Maryland. Khalil Valentine will start at tailback today. Luke Altmaier, the quarterback. Illini first and 10 at their own 25 after the fair catch. On the kickoff. First game in a couple of weeks. Had the bye week after the win over Rutgers 2 weeks ago here. And here's Altmaier, fakes to Valentine, dumped down to Beatty with a catch, and they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. Hank Beatty with his 50th catch of the year, the senior from Rochester. Altmaier, of course, the senior, 6'2", 215 against Rutgers, had 4 throwing touchdowns and a rushing total of 88 yards and a touchdown. They give Beatty 1 yard on the catch. 2nd and 9, Illinois from their own 26. 8:48 to go here in the first quarter. The Illini with the wind at their back. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Arkin offset as a tight end. Move Valentine around. Now they give it to Khalil, trying to turn the corner right side. Slips through a tackle. Gets it to the 30, and they shove him back. So we got 4 yards on that carry for Khalil Valentine, who comes in just under 400 yards.
That was a good run by Khalil because there was really nothing there. He tried to go inside and then was trying to bounce it back outside, ran through an arm tackle, and they would pick up 4 yards on a play where there's really nothing there for him to get.
Got an injured Terrapin down there on the field. So we'll check that out. The Illini offensive line, Davis, Geske, Kreutz, Henderson, Priestley. And the leading tacklers from Maryland, by the way, a name you might hear a lot. We hope you don't, but if you do, it's Daniel Wingate, the linebacker. 12 tackles last week, has 83 tackles this year. We will take a break. 8:21 to go here in the first quarter. 3-0 Maryland on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Illinois fans, it's time to elevate your game day with Oski Light Lager, an ILL IPA, crafted by Distill Brewery just for you, the loyal Illinois supporter. Crisp, refreshing, and brewed with the spirit of the Illini and the heart of our alma mater. It's the perfect way to hail to the orange and blue. Whether you're at the game, tailgating, or cheering from home, Distill is a proud partner of Illinois Athletics. Please enjoy responsibly. Distill Brewery, Normal, Illinois.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
We are family. This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
For more than 90 years, Busey Wealth Management has helped families and businesses make smart financial decisions that stand the test of time. From personalized investment plans to tax strategies that work for you, our team is here to support your goals every step of the way. We take a big pictured approach, connecting you with the right financial experts to help protect what you've built and plan for what's next. Busey Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
Our beloved veteran-owned 8% Hard AF Seltzer is now available in every single stadium on game day at the University of Illinois. Also, check your local stores for our Illini Orange 6-packs and 12-pack variety packs featuring watermelon, peach, blue raspberry, and green apple today. To find your favorite location, check our store locator at hardafseltzer.com.
Three 0 Maryland here in the middle of November. Illinois against the Terps. 8:21 to go. First quarter. Illinois facing a 3rd and 5 on their own 30. I think Michael Martin had an injury update for us. Michael?
Yeah, it was Maryland defensive back Jamari Glasker who was down right there. So he's a key contributor to their defense. We'll have to see how that shakes out moving forward.
Thank you, Michael. Caden Fagan will line up at tailback. Maryland's defense, by the way, has not allowed an opponent to score on the first drive of any game this year. So we'll see. Interesting stat there. 3-0 Maryland. The Illini have scored on their last 2 opening drives at Washington, a field goal, and against Rutgers, a touchdown. Started from their own 25, trailing 3-0. 8:13 to go first quarter. 3rd and 5 from their own 30. Fagan in the backfield. Now Arkin goes in motion to the near side. Altmaier looks to the sideline. Now comes up, talks to the line to his teammates. Play clock, still plenty of time. Claps his hands, snap back. Altmaier looking,
Lob to the right, looking, and he's got Hudson Clement with a great catch. He might have pushed off a little down across midfield, and he makes the catch, and that's an Ameren, Illinois first down all the way to the 45-yard line. 25-yard gain.
He definitely pushed off a little bit, was not called by the referee, but great route and great job by Luke understanding it was man-to-man.
Hudson Clement coming on here near the end of the season, had 5 catches 2 weeks ago against Rutgers. Now, are they going to review something here?
I think he said the last play is under review. I don't know if it was bobbled there at the end. It looked like a pretty good catch, but obviously I was unable to see whether or not he completed the catch.
I hope it's not because he pushed off.
Nah, I don't think we can review those, thankfully.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's pause 10 seconds to allow our network affiliates to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds for station ID on Illinois football from Learfield. If it holds, Illinois would have it 1st and 10 at the Maryland 45. Our referee is Mark Kluzinski. We had him earlier this year, the white hat. Today's game brought to you by the Illini Cashback Card. Earn cash back all day, every day with the official credit card of the Fighting Illini. Visit IlliniCard.org. So you think it might be at the end of the play as he was tumbling out of bounds? Did he have control of it maybe?
Yeah, it looked like the ball kind of got loose there when he hits the ground. I don't know what a catch is anymore. I played football for a long time. I caught a lot of passes, but I don't know what a catch is actually. So it's hard to decipher what they feel is a catch and what they think isn't.
Well, they're moving the ball back.
And that's the indication.
To the Illinois 30. Here's our referee.
After review, the receiver went to the ground and lost the ball. It's an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a big flip in momentum there because the Illini were driving into Maryland territory. Now they're going to have to punt. The wind is at their back. Keelan Crimmins will do the honors, about 45 yards a kick. He's right there with Steve Weatherford, great punter for the Illini, and for his average during the course of a season. Jaleel Farouk is deep for Maryland with the Terps up 3-0. 7:37 to go first quarter. Kick away by Crimmins, high kick, and a fair catch by Farouk at about his own 25, 26-yard line. With that, we'll take a break. 7:30 to go, first quarter. Maryland leads Illinois 3-0. A punt of 44 yards sends us to break on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, Fighting Illini fans, you ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field design Illinois t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Illinois in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
Harvest is when farmers measure results and plan for next season. FieldAdvisor.org delivers agronomic research and trial data funded by the Illinois Soybean Checkoff. Information tailored to Illinois soybean fields, from soil health and fertility to disease management and weed control. Find practical agronomy you can put to work. Bring out your best. Visit FieldAdvisor.org and subscribe, and get insightful agronomic content just for Illinois soybean farmers.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Feeling great starts with a great shave. This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences at the University of Illinois is where curiosity drives impact. In LAS, bold thinking doesn't just inspire learning, it powers everything the college does, across disciplines and across communities. LAS turns big questions into breakthrough discoveries, driving change in science, society, and the ideas that shape our future. The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, where curiosity drives impact. Find out more at go.illinois.edu/LAS.
Flight by Yuengling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yuengling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yuengling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Other Big Ten scores today. Michigan, that late field goal to win at Wrigley Field over Northwestern, 24-22. Indiana, 31. Wisconsin, 7. Michigan State leads Penn State, 7-6. In East Lansing, Iowa, 7-0 at USC. And here it's Maryland, 3. Illinois, nothing in Big Ten action today. South Carolina led Texas A&M 30-3.5, and they lost.
Wow.
By the way.
31-30.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Unbelievable. Maryland went 13 plays on their last drive. They'll start similar field position, their own 26. The Illini in the orange helmets, the blue tops, and the orange pants today. And again, saluting the military today. Talk about that when we get a chance. Here is Malik Washington, who went 5 of 7 on that first drive for Maryland, sends a man in motion. Nolan Ray is the tailback. Ray gets the handoff, running left, and boom, down he goes. Surrounded by a lot of blue shirts, no gain. And a bunch of guys in there, including 99, Kurt Neal.
And that's what Illinois needs to do. Maryland only had 2 third downs on that 13-play drive. You have to get them on first down, get a tackle for loss, tackle at the line of scrimmage, or second and long. It changes what a quarterback wants to do, what the coordinator wants to do when it's second and third and long as opposed to second and short.
Malik Washington, 2,000 yards passing this year. Second and 10 from their own 26. They send a man in motion. Malik Washington, the quarterback, tailback to his left, rolls to the right, looks to throw, throws it to the right near the sideline, juggling attempt. Octavian Smith Jr., I think he got it. He did. Up around the 42-yard line in front of the Maryland sideline across the way. What a catch.
That was a great catch. Got undercut, and I think the first thing that hit was his head in the field of play.
Ooh, wow.
Now, I've heard of a leg, 1 foot, 1 shin, 1 elbow. I don't know if a head, I don't know what that equals to.
Yeah, Tanner Eckel, the guy that upended him, a gain of 16 and a first down for Maryland, so they picked up quite a few already. They have 81 total yards. They lead 3-0. 6:17 to go first quarter, just underway here in Champaign with the bright sunshine. Shadows on the field, pistol look. Ray is the back. He gets the handoff. Number 2 spinning right, and he's shoved back. No gain at the 42-yard line. Again, a good stop on first down. Washington coming in, the quarterback, the freshman, 13 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Was the 5th-ranked quarterback in the nation coming out of high school. And speaking of military, his dad was in the Navy, his grandfather in the Marines. So some military background for him. We got an injured Illini down at about the 43-yard line. 2nd and 10 for Maryland. Clock stops, 5:52 to go. Here in the first quarter, 3-0 Terrapins. Our official review earlier brought to you by AHW. Always here when there's work to be done, from game time to field time, game-winning calls to yield-boosting tech, precision cutting machines. AHW brings accuracy where it counts. Michael Martin's on the sideline. I know, Michael, we're attending to the injured player here who's about to get up, but tell me about the helmets today and the military recognition.
Sure thing, Brian. Today, the Illini are wearing a special Military Appreciation Day helmet. It features the 1970s-era arched Illini logo over the American flag. The blue and white center helmet stripes sport a digital camouflage pattern, and the back of the helmet lists the various branches of the U.S. military, as well as a POW MIA sticker. A nice tribute to those who have served. Back to you, Brian.
Very nice. Thank you, Michael. And James Thompson Jr. gets to his feet. Young man who will be returning to where he played last year at Wisconsin. 6'6" senior walks off, 27 tackles coming in. Dylan Rosiak, 3rd on the team in tackles, back out there today. Matt Bailey, your leading tackler for the season with 50 so far. Gabe Ackas, the team leader in sacks with 6.5. Nolan Ray is the tailback. They'll alternate Ray and Williams. Malik Washington, the quarterback so far, 6 of 8, 50 yards. Thompson had to check out. Durojaye comes onto the field. 2nd and 10, Maryland from their own 42. Single back to the left to Malik Washington. Back to pass. Blitz comes, throws it right, caught near midfield. Nice catch for Rook. Gets it up to midfield and slightly into Illinois territory. It'll be 3rd and short, a gain of 8. 3rd and 2 for the Terrapins, and he gets rid of that ball pretty quick.
Well, he did, and the Illini blitzed the corner from the boundary, which means that corner is blitzing. He's coming in. When you're doing that defensively, either the linebacker has to get out there quicker or the safety has to get down there quicker to make sure that that quarterback can't throw that completion to that receiver.
5:10 to go first quarter, 3-0 Maryland. They've had the ball most of the quarter. They face the 3rd and 2 at midfield. They need the Illinois 48. Malik Washington in the gun. Is going to give it to Ray. Runs to the right, near the first down marker. If they're standing where they're going to spot it, they shove him back across the state of Illinois down there. He might be a foot short based on the spot. I think it's going to be 4th and short, about a yard. He needed 2. He only got 1, and then he got shoved back. And what will Mike Locksley do here? I assume he's going to go for it. They are 7 of 17 are the Terps on 4th down this year. Leading 3-0. 4:25 to go first quarter. They are at the Illinois 49. They need the Illinois 48. Malik Washington in the gun. Sends a receiver in motion. Is going to hand it off, and Nolan Ray knocked off his feet. I don't think he got there. It will depend on the spot. The Illini are pointing that it's their ball at midfield. This will be a huge break as Maryland went for it 3rd and 2 and then 4th and 1. And I don't think they've got it.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, first down Illinois. How about that? What a great stop by the Illini defense.
He needed to get to the 48, and he got to the 49.
All right, we will take a break. 3-0 Maryland. The Illini, great field position here. First time today. 1st and 10 at their own 49. Trailing 3-0. 4:05 to go first quarter. This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
2 million brain cells die every minute during a stroke. Carle Health wants to remind you of the 6 simple signs of a stroke. We call it Be Fast, and it stands for balance lost, eyes blurred, faces drooping, arms are weak, speech is slurred, and terrible headache. If you or someone you know are experiencing these symptoms, call 911 immediately. Be fast, and together we can save lives. Learn more at carle.org/stroke.
Hey, Illini fans, it's college football season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Illinois football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Fighting Illini. Let's go Fighting Illini! SeatGeek.
This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Welcome to your field. The weather is perfect. The soil is perfect. The seedlings are perfect. Enjoy your relaxing day.
We all know that's not farming. That's fantasy. It takes grit and hard work to do what you do. Dynagrow Seed is bred and tested for your reality with a proven history of success in your area year after year. Dynagrow Seed. For real. Visit seedyoucantrust.com.
Hey, Fighting Illini fans, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field design Illinois t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Illinois in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
.405 to go first quarter. Maryland went 13 plays, drove down, kicked a field goal. Illinois went 3 and out. They had a catch they thought was going to be a first down, reviewed, overturned, had to punt. Maryland drove from their own 26 to the Illinois 49, but then they ran out of gas. They went for it on 4th down. They didn't get it. The Illini take over on downs. We thought Mike Locksley might want to review it, but he didn't, and the Illini get it. I've never figured out how they do that spotting, but
It's difficult. I think his knee was down. He tried to stretch it out to the 48-yard line, but once your knee is down, the referees called him down there.
Luke Altmyer leads them up to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 at their own 49. Khalil Valentine, who started the game at tailback, is back there with him now. Fake to Khalil. Altmyer sets, has to be chased out of the pocket. Now he's running right 50 and hit first dive into Maryland territory down at the turn 45. Nasir Taylor there to grab him, and not much opened up for Altmyer, but he did run it for 6 after running for 88 a couple of weeks ago.
Good decision by him of not forcing it downfield, tucking the ball down, and going to get 6 yards.
Gets 5 officially to the 46. Valentine in the backfield, 3 receivers right. Altmyer coming off the big game against Rutgers with 4 touchdowns 2 weeks ago. Facing another team in a lot of red and white in the Terps. Valentine switches to the other side, handoff to Khalil. Up the middle he goes, down close to the first down at the Terp 42-yard line. He got 4 on that carry. So when they switch like that, one side to the other, what's going on?
It's similar to what they're trying to give the defense the thought that when I line up on the right side as a running back, generally I'm going to run the ball to the left side. But if I shift lately, it forces the defense, depending on how they're aligned, now you get an advantage in terms of the blocking up front. It makes life a little bit easier for you because they set their defensive line to where the back lines up initially.
The Illini face a 3rd and 1 from the Maryland 42, trailing 3-0 late in the first quarter. Altmyer's in the gun. Snap back from Kreutz. Fake pitch. Now a throw right. Caught. Nice catch. Down to the Terp 35-yard line. Hank Beatty grabs it. And that's an Ameren, Illinois first down. A gain of 7. Beatty just sprinted across the field. Altmyer found him. And a first down, Illinois.
And I love play action on 2nd and 1, 3rd and 1, because defenses are more than likely going to think that you're running the football, and you have an opportunity. 3rd and 1 right there. You're probably going for it on 4th down if you don't get it. Good job, Luke, finding Hank Beatty running across the field.
Clement lines up far left. Illini 1st and 10 at the Terrapin 35. Their deepest penetration of the day, trailing 3-0. Valentine the back. He will get it. Runs to the right, nothing doing. The Terps rally to the ball and surround him. No gain at the Terp 35. This Maryland defense, they forced 19 turnovers. They've had 24 sacks this year. They've allowed only 14 total points in the first quarter of conference games this year. And they have 15 shutout quarters. So, and their defense has scored 4 touchdowns. So all the interceptions too, among the best in the country. 2nd and 11 actually. They'll put it back at the 36 of Maryland. Backs are split either side. Beatty now goes in motion for the running back spot. Here is Altmyer, throws it left, caught down around the Terrapin 30-yard line in traffic. Cole Rusk just had a birthday the other day with a nice catch, a gain of 6 to the 30.
And Brian, when they lined Hank Beatty up in the backfield, you saw 3, 4, 5 Terrapins pointing at him. They're alerting you. We don't know where he's going, but we need to know what's going on. He might run out and catch a pass. He might run the ball. They might toss it to him and let him throw it. So everyone has to be aware. It's a good job by Barry Lunny of making sure, you put one of your best players in multiple positions and all the eyeballs are focused on him.
Yeah, and then that allowed the completion to Russ, the tight end for the 3rd and 5 now at the Maryland 30. Illinois down 3-0 inside of a minute to go first quarter. Fagan the back. Now Fagan comes in motion. Here is Altmyer. Pulls it down and runs left. He's got a first down. Inside the Terrapin 25 to the 22 and a gain of 8 for Luke Altmyer. Got an injured Terrapin down on one knee back about the 30. They had Fagan come back from east to west, and then Altmyer just took off for the left.
Yeah, jet motion. You start on the
timeout for an injury.
You start Caden Fagan on the left. He goes in motion to the right. Again, all the eyeballs on the defense. See this 6'3", 250-pound man running as fast as he can to their left. And then Luke Altmyer just takes it around the other side, and he's able to pick up a big gain.
So he picked up nice yardage. Another Ameren, Illinois first down. Total yardage in the first half, Maryland 90. Illinois 34. First downs are 6-2 in the Terps. Again, they had the long drive to start the game where they had to settle for a field goal. 13 plays, 65 yards. The Illini got it on downs on this drive at midfield. I believe Wingate was the injured Terrapin, their outstanding linebacker. 16 seconds left in the quarter. The Illini have that much time left with the wind at their back. Fagan in the backfield from the 22-yard line of Maryland.
Snap back to Altmaier. Pump fake. Throwing deep right. Looking for Clement. He's got it. Touchdown. Touchdown, Illinois. In the back right corner of the end zone. 22-yard strike. And the Illini lead it 6-3. What a throw.
That was a great throw, great play call. I mean, Luke Altmaier had his choice. It was dealer's choice. He could have hit Tanner Arkin running an over route to the left side. He was wide open. He found Hudson Clement in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Great play by Luke Altmaier. Great play call by Barry Luckett.
Yeah, nothing like throwing it on that play with a wind at your back in the last second of the first quarter. 6-3. David Olano lines up for the extra point. Michael Martin.
Assuming this holds up, the referees are calling it that.
Game clock to 1 second. There is 1 second left in the play.
Hey, they're just checking the
All
clock.
Right. 1 second. Looks like the touchdown will stand. But with that TD, he's the first QB in program history to throw 20-plus TD passes in back-to-back seasons. Luke Altmaier, all-time quarterback for Illinois right now.
Unbelievable. 55th at Illinois now. 6-3 Illinois with the lead. A pretty pass down the right sideline to the corner of the end zone to Hudson Clement. Here's the extra point. It's up and it's good. And the Illini with 1 second left, and the bonus is they'll get to kick off with the wind as well. Leading 7-3. The Illini go 7 plays, 51 yards from just on their side of midfield after the Terrapins went for it near midfield in Illinois territory and failed to get the first down. Luke Altmaier 4 of 5 with a touchdown. And Luke now is tied Nathan Shieldhouse and Jack Trudeau for number 3 in Illinois in career touchdowns. Juice Williams, who of course played for Mike Loxley, had 56. Kurt Kittner, number 1, with 70. So we'll have to throw a bunch to catch Kurt. But boy, what a throw to Clement. Beat his man down the sideline there, number 13, Levain Scruggs.
Yeah, and like I said, great play call because he had a couple of receivers that were wide open. If he'd have thrown it to Tanner Arkin, he would have had to run about 15 more yards. Just throw it down there to Hudson. He's in the end zone, making an easy touchdown.
Here comes David Olano. 1 second left here in the first quarter. He will boot it to the back of the end zone and missed the field goal left that time, but he still drills it. And it'll be first and 10 for the Terps. 1 second left in the first quarter, trailing Illinois now 7-3. The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences at Illinois, where curiosity drives impact. Big questions spark bold discoveries, lead to lasting change. Explore what's possible. Go.illinois.edu/LAS. And if you'd like to sync us up to the TV in the comfort of your own home, go to syncmygame.com. Syncmygame.com to find out how. Last play this will be, I can guarantee it, of the first quarter. From their own 25, 7-3, the Illini take the lead. Malik Washington goes to work. Iverson Howard is the tailback, third string. Throw right, caught across the way, 25 Farouk. Spins his way ahead and gets it up to the 30. And that will end the first quarter. So their last play against the wind for the Terrapins. About a 20-mile-an-hour wind. That'll do it for the first quarter. Maryland led early 3-0. The Illini get a touchdown pass from Luke Altmaier to Hudson Clement. 22 yards. They lead it 7-3 as we go to break. On the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Make your game weekend brilliant beyond the tailgate. After cheering on the Fighting Illini, take time to explore Champaign-Urbana, savor restaurants that wow, enjoy art that inspires, breathe in the beauty of nature trails and vibrant fall colors, and discover family-friendly fun that keeps the whole crew smiling. Now that's what we call a weekend win. For more ideas, visit experiencecu.com.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave? This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Yingling Traditional Lager, a beer that, like true legends, stands the test of time. Brewed by the same family for nearly 200 years, it's a crisp amber lager with a bold, smooth flavor that's perfect for game day. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from your favorite bar, Yingling is the taste of tradition. Yingling, legends stand the test of time.
Aw, shucks, the game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear, Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
Brian Barnhart, Kerry Davis, Michael Martin on the sideline, Steve Kelly, Ed Bond, Mark Schultz, our spotter today, Michael Kaiser with stats, Scott Beatty with some stats. And again, a note on Luke Altmaier, the first Illini quarterback to have back-to-back 20 touchdown seasons. That's pretty impressive. When you think about all the quarterbacks that have played at Illinois. The Illini with total yardage now 56. And again, they got a short field to work with. Altmaier went 4 of 5, is now 4 of 5, 36 yards and a touchdown. And Maryland will switch ends of the field. They have the wind at their back, blowing out of the north and northwest and swirling at times as it does at Zupke Field from their own 30-yard line. They'll have 2nd and 5.
Yeah, I think the Illini did a really good job that last drive of winning on first down. And that's what we talked about. When you win on first down, you make life harder for that offensive coordinator to dial up plays on 2nd and 3rd down. So the importance of winning on first down puts you in better predicaments, better positions later on in that drive in those series. So continue to win on first downs, getting after the quarterback. You gave up 5 yards on this last first down. You got to do a better job to make sure they make life tougher for the Terrapins on the 2nd and 3rd.
Iverson Howard is the tailback. I see James Creutz checking in at linebacker down there. Second quarter about to get underway. 2nd and 5. Illinois up 7-3 over the Terrapins. 4th ever meeting. 2 receivers right. And we get some flags, maybe a free play. Lob deep left, Malik Washington trying to hit a receiver down the left sideline, incomplete. Trying to hit Knotts. Illini may have been offsides on that one. Malik Washington 8 of 10 today for 63 yards.
Offside. Defense number 4. The 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
So Daniel Brown started his career at Hutchinson Community College, 6'1" junior. Offsides, that gives Maryland a new set of downs here, 1st and 10.
That's always frustrating. The entire defensive line jumped off. Why did the referee pick one person?
Yeah, good point. Maryland comes in, losers of 5 in a row. They lost to Rutgers in their last game. In fact, both teams played Rutgers in their last game. Illinois 2 weeks ago. 1st and 10 from their own 35. Malik Washington back to pass, pressure, throws right incomplete at midfield, trying to hit Szymanski. And covering up down there was Torrey Cox. They almost got to Washington. Again, they've only allowed 3 sacks all year.
Yeah, good job right there, getting pressure, getting penetration. And Matthew Bailey almost got his hands on a pick 6 and went right through his hands. But good job up front of getting pressure on the quarterback.
Like Conan down there, Kurt Neal, Durajaye. Angela McCullum checks in now. JoJo Hayden sprinting on the field as they shuttle the defense in and out. Illini 17 sacks, only 2 picks this year. Today would be a good day to up that number. 2nd and 10 Maryland, trailing Illinois 7-3. Throw left, caught, Farouk. Nice catch, wrapped up across the first down marker, up to the 48-yard line. Gain of about 13. A nice quick hitter to Farouk, the transfer from Oklahoma, by the way. At one time, played for the Sooners.
And I was talking to Mike Locksley before the game. They don't have a lot of transfers on this team. They have built this roster from high school kids that they've brought in and allowed them to have success. Obviously, Malik Washington being a true freshman, they believe in going through the high school route and letting those young men learn through their program. And by the time they're juniors and seniors, they're ready to play.
1st and 10 Maryland, their own 48, 7-3 Illinois, early in the second quarter here in Champaign. Iverson Howard, the deep back, all by himself, back to pass, looking to throw left, now running and dropped
back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 3 as he was surrounded and dropped by a host of Illini there. He surrounded him that time.
Yeah, great job by the Illini. Deeper pass set by Maryland. Malik Washington trying to take a shot deep, and you get a couple of Illini able to get to him. When those deeper pass plays are taking place, it gives the Illini a chance to get after the quarterback, and they did right there.
Gabe Backus, Pat Farrell, they give him a sack. He did run it forward a little bit, but he was sacked, they say, at the 45-yard line. 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Washington incomplete for Root. The intended receiver, Juice Clark, right there with him. Shy of midfield at about the 48. Now it is 3rd and 13. Maryland 1 of 3 on 3rd down. Remember, they went for it on 3rd and 4th, of course. Went for it on 4th from near midfield, and the Illini took advantage of the short field and scored the go-ahead touchdown.
Great job of getting there by the defensive line and the linebacker, creating pressure. He gets the ball out of the quarterback's hand fast, and he makes an errant throw. That's what pressure can do to a quarterback.
3rd and 13, Maryland, their own 45. 7-3 Illinois, 13:21 to go first half. They spread the field. Malik Washington, the freshman, back to pass. Looking left, nobody's open. Nobody's still open. Now he's going back left, throws left, incomplete. Trying to hit his tight end out there. And Caleb Webb diving for it, couldn't reach it. Incomplete. The Illini defense holds again. So after that opening bend but don't break drive where Maryland had to settle for a field goal, the Illini have stopped him a couple of times. Back deep, Hank Beatty. McPherson is the punter. He averages 44.6, a long of 62, 11 times, 50-plus yards for Maryland. They snap it back to him with Illinois up 7-3. Beatty has to run over to try to get it. He'll watch it sail over his head. It rolls, takes an Illinois roll into the end zone. And a touchback. Illinois will have it at the 20. 55-yard punt by the Maryland punter. We'll take a break. 13:05 to go, second quarter. Illinois leading Maryland 7-3 on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Life is about moving forward. Stand still and you get past. Your next move isn't always obvious. Like the move to the Air National Guard. In the Air Guard, you get a steady paycheck, learn career skills, make valuable contacts, even become eligible for college tuition assistance, all while serving your country and community. Learn what civilian employers want and earn the resume they look for when you visit goang.com. It's your move.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
The Galloping Ghost lives on. This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
At Busey, banking is about more than numbers. It's about relationships. For over 150 years, we've been helping individuals, families, and businesses reach their goals with personalized service and local decision-making. No matter where you are on your financial journey, just starting out or planning ahead, we're here to provide the support you need to move forward confidently. Busey Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini, member FDIC.
Health is a precious thing. And when it comes to deciding who to trust with yours, you can count on Carl. On your life's journey, count on care beyond our walls with mobile medicine, virtual health, and community partnerships delivering personalized care. When you're not sure what's next, count on clinical excellence today because we're researching and investing in the care of tomorrow. And when you need someone by your side, count on highly specialized care close to home. Carl Health will be the neighbor you can count on.
And we're back with the Fighting Illini, the Illinois Farm Bureau advantage, leading 7-3 over the Maryland Terrapins. 13:05 to go first half. Illinois trailed early 3-0. Maryland's opening drive. The Illini eventually get a touchdown, took over at midfield on downs and get the touchdown 22 yards to Hudson Clement from Luke Allmeyer. Gabe Ackus with a half sack, now tied for second all time with Scott Davis on the Illinois list. Illini go 1st and 10 from their own 20. Low snap. Allmeyer picks it up, throws left, trying to hit Justin Bowick at the 40, incomplete. Right at the numbers, threw it a little off target. A couple of guys there from Maryland included Jalen Husky, their outstanding safety. Has 3 interceptions this year. That one a little off target, 2nd and 10. Bowick goes in motion to the far side now. The tailback here is Caden Fagan. 2nd and 10, Illinois leading 7-3 early in the second quarter. Tucks it in the belly of Fagan, 20, 25, and across the 25 to the 26. Got 6 yards. Did Caden Fagan, who comes in with 396 yards for the year and 5 touchdowns. Feeling was you could probably run on Maryland.
Yeah, I thought you would be able to. I think downhill running, getting after them in the run game is going to be successful. But you got to continue to do it. That was a really good run there on 2nd down. We'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
3rd and 3, Illinois from their own 27. 3 receivers line up to the right. Fagan to the left of Allmeyer. Back to pass, number 9. Looking, throwing, and looking for Tanner Arkin. In some traffic with a tough catch, and he got it at the 32-yard line. 1st down, Illinois. Got about 5 on that one. Defensive back got him, stopped him, but 1st down for Tanner Arkin, who came in with 9 catches. That's his 10th. Cameron, Illinois, 1st down. Now we get whistles. Maryland asking for timeout or a review.
They want to review it. I think that's why Illinois is trying to hurry up and get to the line.
There's always little telltale signs. When you sprint up there, you don't want to give them a chance to review it if that's what's happening. Or Maryland might be.
The ruling on the previous play was a catch. The play is under further review. The review was initiated by the replay official.
Official review brought to you by AHW. Always here when there's work to be done. Game time to field time. Game-winning calls to yield-boosting tech. Precision cutting machines. AHW brings accuracy where it counts. I don't know if he caught that or not.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. We already had one overturned earlier that had to force a punt, but I think Illinois was trying to hurry up and get to the line of scrimmage. And then that's always questionable. They say the review was done, internally.
Yeah.
It looked like Coach Loxley was over there calling a timeout and asked him to review it himself. So
who knows, right?
Who really knows?
Yeah, the referee, one of the officials looked over his shoulder. And Arkin was on the ground trying to snag that football. 7-3 Illinois, 12:03 to go 1st half.
And that's probably going to be an incomplete pass, Brian. It looks like the ball is laying on the ground there at the end of it. I think everyone in the Illinois side knew that it could have been that call, and they were trying to hurry up. Unfortunately, they were unable to get the play off before the review was called.
All right, so our referee continues to look at it. Illini Nation listening in Moline today, Tampa, Columbia, Paducah, Kentucky, carrying the mail. Barry, Illinois, Cookeville, Tennessee, doing yard work with us today. Freeburg, Illinois, Lawrenceville putting corn in the grain bin. San Marcos, Texas, Alton, Illinois. On the golf course, Stone Wolf Golf Club, Fairview Heights, from the Colonnades here in the stadium. Section 201 came down from Fort Wayne. Maybe a Kevin Mitchell fan in there, huh? Baltimore, Maryland. North Carolina as well. Let's see here what we've got.
Moving the chains back in.
After review, it is an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th down and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, that's the second time that's happened today. 7-3 Illinois with 12:03 to go in the half. Hey, hustle is what it takes to dominate. It's exactly what Build Ford tough trucks were made to do. Check out F-150 Super Duty at your local Ford dealer today. In the punt, Keelan Crimmins. Jaleel Farouk deep for Maryland. Back at his own 35. Off to our left as the shadows cover the field. The lights have been turned on. It'll be dark here by the end of the game. Here's a punt. Crimmins, fair catch. Farouk at his own 35. With 11:56 to go in the half, Illinois up 7-3 on the Maryland Terrapins. The last 2 games between these teams, because that one was 38 yards, the last 2 games between these 2 teams have come down to a field goal. Last meeting 2023, Caleb Griffin with a game-winning field goal. Remember, he did made the kick and ran to the other end of the field, did a swan dive at the other end. Maryland won 20-17 here in 2021. They won big in College Park back in 2018.
Scoreboard operator, please adjust the timeouts to 3 timeouts for Maryland and 3 for Illinois.
Each team has 3 timeouts. Okay, we got that fixed. 11:56 to go in the half. 7-3 Illinois. Maryland field goal. And an Illinois touchdown pass from Luke Altmaier to Hudson Clement. That's what's happened so far. Windy and warm today. Temperatures in the 70s at game time, and now we may have a false start.
Offense number 66. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
I don't think the crowd was making that much noise. They just...
probably just some confusion in terms of what the snap count was for the offensive lineman.
Maryland offense, Malik Washington, 98 yards passing last week in their loss at Rutgers, but a ton of yards rushing. Fakes it to Williams under pressure. Slingshot throw to the right. Caught up the right sideline, 35 near the 40-yard line. Octavian Smith Jr. gets it all the way up to the 39. And after the 5-yard penalty to start, of course, they get some of that back. First down markers up at the 45. 2nd and 6.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, winning on first down. You get 9 yards there on that first down play after the penalty. Now they're in 2nd and manageable. It makes life a little bit more difficult defensively. You want to get those guys on the ground at or behind the line of scrimmage on first down.
They were closing in on Washington. Couldn't quite get him. DeJuan Williams is the back, number 0. 2nd and 6. From their own 39 for the Terps, trailing Illinois 7-3. Give up the middle. DeJuan Williams plows ahead across the 40, up near the 42-yard line. So he got 3 yards. Kurt Neal on the bottom of that stack. Former Badger will be in Wisconsin next Saturday. They lost today in Indiana. Well, who doesn't lose over there anymore, right? Maryland 1 of 4 on 3rd down. They face it here, 3rd and 3, 10:48 to go in the half. Illinois leads at 7-3. Now the crowd's making some noise. In the gun, Malik Washington. DeJuan Williams to his left. He sends a man in motion. Snap back. Rush coming. Unloads and passes knocked down, incomplete. Knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Angelo McCullum is really happy right now. I don't know if he's the one that got the hand on it, but somebody got a big paw up and knocked that thing down.
Yeah, I think it was him, and it hit Alec Bryant right in the chest. He didn't see it after it was tipped. He would have been able to run into the end zone for a huge touchdown.
Yep, Angelo McCullum, he was the most excited down there. It had to be him. It was intended for Shalik Knotts. 4th and 3, and the Illini defense holds again. McPherson will be forced to punt. Beatty deep. Kick away with the wind, end over end. Beatty waves his arm and makes the catch. Ooh, tough catch up around his shoulder. And down about the Illinois 11, maybe the 10-yard line. With 10:23 to go in the first half, 47-yard punt. Roughly sends us to break. 7-3 Illinois over Maryland on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Oh, hey, welcome to gift wrapping. Whoa, Zoe Saldana.
Hey, can you wrap these, please?
Wow, iPhone 17s. You splurged.
At T-Mobile, you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them. It's the perfect gift for everyone.
I'm the worst. I only got my mom a robe.
Well, it's better than socks.
So I have to trade in my old phone, right?
No, at T-Mobile, there's no trade-ins needed when you switch. Keep your old phone or give it as a gift.
Incredible.
In fact, wrap up my old phone, too. For my Aunt Rosa. Forget that. Aunt Liz will be jealous.
Sounds like my family drama.
Oh, I got it. I'll give it to my abuela. I'll take reindeer paper with, hey, where are you going?
To T-Mobile. Thanks, Zoe. The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed when you switch. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
24 monthly bill credits and 4 eligible port-ins on essentials for well-qualified customers. Auto-pay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end in balance due if you pay off earlier. Cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 256 gigabytes, $830 required. Visit T-Mobile.com.
What's one way to enjoy Illini football? From a great seat, one that's yellow, comfortable, and lets you handle the tough yardage. So pop in your earbuds, put the game on, and take your seat on a new John Deere from AHW. With our online build and price tool, You can create the mower, compact tractor, or gator that fits your exact needs and budget. Try out our build and price tool online at ahwllc.com. Proud sponsors of Fighting Illini football.
I'm attorney Howard Aiken, a proud University of Illinois graduate. My mom and dad, aunts and uncles, many cousins, all Illini. And now my son started his freshman year. At Aiken Law, we obtain compensation and justice for our clients involved in auto truck rideshare accidents, work injuries, fall injuries, and medical mistakes. At Aiken Law, we're here to help. The movie Risky Business said it best. It looks like Aiken Law. Call 312-6-million.
On this windy November afternoon, as the lights are on, we'll have some darkness here soon, but the Illini have the lead 7-3, kind of a defensive struggle, if anything. Illinois is 27 yards rushing, 63 yards total. Maryland 117 yards. Maryland's had the ball 12 and a half minutes, 6 more minutes than Illinois has. Altmaier 4 of 7, 36 yards, but a touchdown. Illinois took advantage of a short field after getting the ball on downs to get the touchdown pass from Altmaier to Hudson Clement. Now the Illini start at their own 11, leading 7-3, 10:23 to go first half.
Yeah, a couple of the Illini drives have gotten stopped because of overturned catch that turned into an incompletion, and they ended up having to punt. Just keep doing what you're doing. Make those catches, get those first downs, and keep control of the ball and put some points on the board.
Hank Beatty has 2 catches. He's now caught a pass in 10 straight games. First and 10, Illinois from their own 11 is where they spotted it. Valentine is the back. Couple of receivers left, one right. They sent Beatty in motion. Here is Altmaier. Going to give it to his tailback, Khalil Valentine, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 12, if they're generous. 10:14 to go in the half. Illinois will play at Wisconsin next week. Back here in 2 weeks for the Saturday after Thanksgiving. The battle for the land of the Lincoln Trophy with Northwestern, who got nipped at the wire today at Wrigley by Michigan. No gain, they say. 2nd and 10, maybe a half yard. They don't have half yards on the scoreboard. Back to pass. Here is Altmaier. Pulls it down. Now he's going to run to the right. 15 to the 20. Still on his feet. 25. And he's got a first down. How do you like that? Altmaier up to the 26. A gain of 15. Dante Joyner knocked him off his feet. The corner, but not before Altmaier gets a first down.
Good job by Luka. Recognizing nothing there. Take off and go pick up the big first down.
Gain of 14, 1st and 10, Illinois slings it to the right as Altmaier through the hands of Colin Dixon on the pass attempt. Incomplete, covered up. Lasker, the corner, who was shaken up earlier. Back out there, 2nd and 10, Illinois. 9:26 to go first half. Illinois with a narrow 7-3 lead over the Terrapins.
So, Brian, those last 2 plays prior to that one, Maryland did a really good job of creating penetration, making them get tackled for the loss on the first down, and then Luke having to scramble. Your line has to keep him clean and keep him protected up front.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Valentine the back. 2nd and 10, Illinois their own 26, leading 7-3. 9.5 to go first half. Snap back to Altmaier, and he fakes to Beatty. He runs to the right and gets to the 29. He got 3. And again, that little deception with Beatty, enough to try to create a little space. Slow down the attack here as Fagan checks in. Jordan Anderson checks in. For Illinois on 3rd and 7 from their own 29. The Illini 2 of 4 on 3rd down today. They have 4 Ameren, Illinois first downs against the wind right now, right in their face. Anderson and Fagan split either side. 3rd and 7. Here is Altmaier. Back to pass. Pocket closing. Now he drops the ball, picks it up, and is down for a loss. Back inside the 20 at the 18. That was about a 10, 11-yard loss. Fortunately, he was able to get it back after it fell out of his hand.
Yeah, just an unforced error. He's trying to scramble around to the left side, and the ball slips out of his hand. Like you said, fortunately for us, he was able to pick it back up before one of the Maryland defenders was able to jump on it.
So the punting contest continues here as they will drop a man deep. That is Octavian Smith now. They've used several different return men this year. At his own 40. Crimmins inside his own 5, steps to the right, and against the wind, angles it to near midfield. Running up on it is the return man, and he downs it
in Illinois territory near midfield at about the Illinois 46. So a short punt against a tough wind. 28 yards on the punt.
Yeah, the wind got a hold of that one, and it was a really short punt. The returner had to run up about 15, 20 yards just to field it. So that lets you know that it was a shorter punt than normal.
And Michael, you know all about that on special teams. That's tough.
Yeah, I do. It is tough. And we love our Australian kickers here at Illinois, or punters here at Illinois. But one thing with the end over end punts is they get hung up in the wind, and you have situations like that.
All right, here we go. Maryland 1st and 10 at the Illinois 46, trailing the Illini 7-3. Play action, throw right, caught, 40, 35, 30. Slipping a tackle down there is 84. That's Caleb Webb. And he gets 15. First down. Miles Scott on the tackle for Illinois. Moving down to the Illinois 30. 8 of 16, 1st and 10, 7:40 left in the half. 7-3 Illinois, but forced to punt against the wind. Maryland got good field position. Pressure comes. Washington in trouble. Dumps it down, almost intercepted, incomplete. Rosiak covering up the tailback, DeJuan Williams, who was the intended receiver in desperation as the ground was closing and caving in around Malik Washington.
Yeah, Eli Conan did a really good job of creating penetration, forcing an errant throw. Again, pressure makes quarterbacks uncomfortable. It makes them have to get rid of the ball sooner than they want to. Almost had a pick there. Continue to get pressure on them and make it force them to throw errant throws.
7-3 Illinois, 2nd and 10 Maryland, the Illinois 30, 7.5 to go in the half. Washington and dumped down to DeJuan Williams with a catch. Great open field tackle down there. Torrey Cox at the 31, a loss of 1. And the Illini defense has done enough today to slow down the Maryland Terrapins.
Yeah, they've been doing a really good job. And when you get penetration, the next thing the offense wants to do is throw a screen pass. They throw it out there to DJ Williams out in the flat. Torrey Cox does a great job of coming up and making a tackle.
So now it's 3rd and 11 Maryland. 7 minutes to go in the first half. 7-3 Illinois. 3rd and 11 from the Illinois 31. Malik Washington under pressure. They've almost got him. He's running left, looking for a receiver, and throws it, and it's caught at the Illinois 25-yard line. But the first down marker is down around the 20. Dorian Fleming with a tough catch. And now they're certainly with the wind at their back here with the field goal range. Now the long this year for Sean O'Hare is 49 yards. He went 2 for 2 last week at Rutgers. This will be a 43-yard attempt, left hash with a wind to the south end zone. 7-3 Illinois. Maryland trying to cut it to 1. Snap back. Kick on the way from the left hash with the wind. It is up, and it is good. He hit it. And if the other team misses a field goal, I think everybody gets nuggets, so that's why all the excitement. But he made it, and it's 7-6. Illinois over Maryland here with 6:12 to go in the half. Hey, as you cheer on the orange and blue today, remember to enjoy the refreshing taste. Coke Zero Sugar, because fan work is thirsty work. And today's broadcast brought to you by the Illini Cashback Card. Earn cashback all day, every day with the official credit card of the Fighting Illini. So now it's 7-6. So a couple of field goals for Sean O'Hare, but again, the Illini stopped them as they were moving close to the red zone.
Yeah, they did. They got a couple of good stops here and forced field goals. Offensively, one of the things, bye breaks are great, right? It's great to have a bye week and get time off. But sometimes the rhythm and being in sync, you lose a little bit of that when you're not playing the game. So you had practice, but you don't have that game tempo, game energy. And I think that's what you're seeing from this offense in the first half. Just not really in sync in what they're doing. A couple of passes that were ruled incomplete that forced a field goal, force their punt. But I think if you get back to the running game, some play action passes, you'll be right back in the sync and be able to get downfield and get points on the board before halftime.
And if you think about it, Kerry, 2 bye weeks in the last month.
Yeah.
Going back to the middle of October.
And again, as a player, you love those things because your body does need the time off from actually running into people and banging into people as much as you do an entire season. But as a coach, you understand that sometimes the rhythm of what you've been doing and the success that you had over those weeks, it kind of throws the timing off a little bit.
Total yards in this game, Maryland 138 to Illinois 70.
And this is an Illinois offense that can move the football, especially through the air. They average 32 points a game, 121 on the ground, 256 through the air with Altmaier. Only 70 total yards, 34 rushing, 36 passing. But the Illini still have the lead at 7-6 over the Terrapins. A couple tackles for loss for each team. Illinois got a sack on Maryland, just their 4th allowed
Maryland number 2
this year.
changing his number to 86.
Maryland with
138
138 total yards as they give us some numbers here with special teams. Malik Washington, 13 out of 20, 106. And the leading receiver for Maryland, Jaleel Farouk, 5 catches for 35. Altmaier, 4 of 8 for 36. And the touchdown. The Illini will have to work against the wind. Another 6-12 here in this first half, leading only 7-6. Got the football game at Wisconsin next week. They lost at Indiana today. So the Hoosiers continue to roll.
They've been a really good team this year.
Oh, man.
We got to see them up close and personal, and they've done a really good job. Kurt Spinetti and his staff have done a fantastic job with that Indiana Hoosier football team.
I think a lot of Illinois fans still just kind of go, Indiana, really?
Yeah.
It can't be that good. It's Indiana. But,
correct.
But they are. Maryland to kick it off. Ryan Capriati teeing up the ball. Mac Rusetich and Khalil Valentine are deep. And now the wind out of the north and northwest blows the ball off the tee. Maryland came in averaging 25 points a game, but only giving up about 23. So they can be stingy at times. 7-6, Illinois with a 1-point lead here. Now somebody's going to have to come in and hold it.
And Brian, I'd like to see Illinois get back to running the ball a little bit. They only have 10 carries so far this game, and really only 5 by the running back. So get back to the running game, see if they're able to accomplish something with that.
They hold it for the kickoff man. Line drive kick, and it'll sail right between Rusetich and Valentine. Valentine was looking maybe to catch it on the dead run, but it goes into the end zone, and Illinois will get it 1st and 10 at the 25. Hank Beatty, 2 catches, 8 yards. Hudson Clement, 22-yard touchdown catch. And both teams have had short fields, been able to get some points. Maryland's opening drive was a 13-play drive. And that's it, 7-6. Here on a windy November day. I don't know if it's windy as the Michigan State game 2 or 3 years ago, but it is pretty windy. Valentine the back, 2 receivers left, 1 right, 1st and 10 from their own 25. And Altmaier turns, gives to Valentine, and he spun around and finally dropped. I don't know if they've got him yet. Now they do. Got 1.5 yards there. 6 minutes to go. Now Maryland against Rutgers last week got 305 rushing yards. But Rutgers also rushed for a lot of yards. Second and 9 from their own 26. In the orange and blue with the special military helmets today. 3 receivers to the right, and now we get a flag. And both sides are pointing at the other, so I don't know which way the official
Play a
was.
game. Defense number 40 made a clapping signal. 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
Disconcerting signal.
Yep.
The old clapping.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't throw off the timing or the snap count of the offense, and whenever the defense does that, it's always going to be a penalty on it.
No, 2nd and 4. Get some free yards there. At their own 31, Illinois up 7-6, 5.5 to go first half. Arkin in motion. Here's a pitch from Altmaier. This is Valentine running left, and he slips through a tackle, gets it close to the first down at the 34-yard line. And needed the 35. Did he get the first down? I don't think so.
He did.
I thought he did, but where they spotted it, he's short. Okay, 3rd and 1. 5 minutes left in the half. Maryland a couple of field goals. Altmaier a touchdown. His 55th career at Illinois. Everybody in tight. They've got 3 backs back there, including Hank Beatty, or actually Arkin, who now steps up. A couple of men back there. And here is Altmaier. Turns, gives to the tailback, running left. That's Khalil Valentine through the left side. He's got the first down.
kinds of things happening back there by Barry Lunny, and they get 7. That's an Ameren, Illinois first down.
Glad Khalil was able to get that first down. I'm certain he got the first down on the last play.
Finally, Valentine the back, 1st and 10. Altmaier gives it to Khalil again. Now they're running up the middle, and a big pile of big men there at the 48-yard line. Nice carry, about 7 yards. 2nd and 3. 7-6 Illinois. Clock moving here as they work against the wind against this Maryland defense.
And just get back to the running game. I think you've had success with that. They're doing a really good job of running the ball successfully. And you just mentioned it, you're against the wind. We already saw what that punt did by Crimmins. When he kicked it, it's swirling and it's going against you. So running the ball and having success makes the most sense right now.
2nd and 3, Illinois, their own 48. Leading 7-6. Need some points here. Man in motion. Beatty. Here comes Altmaier. Fakes it to Beatty. Now looking to run. Breaks the tackle. Now throws it and over the head of Khalil Valentine. Had him open in the flat. At about the 45 of Rutgers. Of Maryland, excuse me. And boy, Altmaier just about got sacked. He unloaded it at the last second.
He took a shot at the end of the play after he was able to escape and find Khalil out in the flats, but did take a shot by that linebacker that was coming up trying to hit him.
7-6 Illinois, 3.5 to go first half. 3rd and 3 Illinois at their own 48, right to left in the orange and blue. Altmaier in the gun. Snap back. Somebody jumped for Maryland. Throw over the middle. Clement, 35-30 at the Terps, and he's got a first down. I think this time everything's going to hold because I think it was offsides on the Terps. We've had a couple of 3rd down conversions nullified.
Defense number 57. The penalty is declined. The play results in a first down.
But not this time. And Hudson Clement, a catch of 26 and a first down, Illinois. Brought to you by Ameren. Action speaks louder than words. Valentine in for Fagan. 7-6. Illinois. Clement's been more of a go-to guy here lately. Big game last week, or 2 weeks ago. 5 catches, 84 yards, and a touchdown. The back is Valentine. They put it at the 25 of Maryland. Near the Carl red zone. Pistol look. Altmaier turns, gives to Valentine, and boom, right there, a bunch of Terps. Stop him, no gain at the 25 with 3 minutes to go in the half.
Yeah, Brian, Hudson Clement has done a really good job of kind of emerging as that second receiver. We had that last year with Zachary Franklin, the secondary receiver to Pat Bryant. We know all eyeballs are always going to be on Hank Beatty. You need a 1B to kind of help alleviate some of that, and I think Hudson Clement has done a really good job of doing that so far this season.
They spread the field on 2nd and 10 from the Maryland 25. Illinois up by a point, trying to get some more late in the half. Snap back, Altmaier, rush comes. Now he's going to run. Runs it left, 20. Altmaier slides head first near the first down. I think he's about a yard shy. Got it down to the 16, where his knee went down.
And Brian, what's
maybe the 17?
What's the baseball coach's name?
Here?
Yeah.
Dan Hartley.
We need to get Coach Dan with Luke so we can teach him how to slide properly.
3rd and 2, gain of 8. Here is Altmaier, gives to Valentine, and he's shoved back. I don't think he got it to the 16-yard line. Ian Thomas, the defensive tackle. Now, what do you do? You get to the 2-minute timeout so they can think about it. And with that, let's pause 10 seconds, allow our network affiliates, and we salute you all today at this Veterans Week. Back in 10 seconds for Station ID on Illinois football from Learfield. Hey, when it comes to energy, action speaks louder than words. That's why Ameren, Illinois works hard to make sure you have the energy you need. It's why we put savings tools in your hands so you can take action. Learn more about saving money and energy with energy efficiency rebates and incentives at American.com/rebates. A lot of Big Ten scores to go through at halftime. The Yuengling halftime show coming up with Steve Kelly here shortly. 2 minutes to go in the half, 7-6. Illinois leading, but facing a 4th and 2 at the 17 of Maryland. And Michael Martin, I want to ask you about what do you think your field goal here when you got the against the wind? Is it better to go for it? Is it?
You know,
what do you think?
I'm looking at it. you know, you practice these situations every day. Every day you're out there in practice. You can only do so much to simulate the wind, but on especially windy days, you do go out there and get that work in. My concern right now is just being on the left hash. It could be a tough angle if you're trying to fight the wind as well. We'll have to see. I don't see David Alano right this moment, but who knows?
Well, we'll find out here in a second. 2-minute timeout here in Champaign. Total yardage again, 138 Maryland, 124 Illinois. Luke Altmyer touchdown to Hudson Clement, who's got 2 catches for 49 yards.
And Brian, that was going to be my concern. I mean, you're probably at a 34 yard field goal at this point. But the wind, we've already saw how it impacted the punt a couple of plays ago, a couple of drives ago. And as Michael said, you're on the left hash. So all of those elements added in, a 33-yard punt, a 33-yard field goal versus the wind and the angle that you're at, or trying to pick up a first down with your offense of 2 yards. So I think the decision, it looks like the offense is staying out on the field because that might be the easier option as opposed to trying to kick a field goal versus this wind.
Michael, is there a worse end of the stadium that's more swirly than the other, I guess?
No,
doesn't matter.
You know, I can't remember from my playing days, but I just know that you go out there and try to make the kick every time. I do see the specialists hanging around the sideline. Again, my concern is more with the location of the hash than the making the field goal itself. It'd be tough sledding either way, but it looks like we're going for it, so it doesn't matter at all.
Yep, the offense going for it. Illinois 8 of 11 on 4th down this year. Caden Fagan checks in. 7-6 Illinois. Exactly 2 minutes to go in the half. Illinois marching all the way down to the Terps 17, just inside of it. Fagan to the right of Altmyer on 4th down. Beatty goes in motion, left to right. Big play here in this game. Altmyer turns, throws to Beatty, caught, 15, he's got the first down. Down to the 12-yard line of Maryland. Jalen Husky, the safety on the stop. And when all else fails, go to Hank Beatty.
Always.
He's got an Ameren, Illinois first down in the Carl red zone.
Timeout, Maryland.
Now Maryland wants a timeout, and they've got 2 left
timeout.
now with 1:54 to go in the half. The Illini get a first down here on the throw to Beatty.
Yeah, you send him in motion. I think all eyes, he's going in motion, so eyes go to him. And then you run the play action where you're giving the run fake to Caden Fagan on 4th and 2. Defense is probably assuming he's getting the ball, and you get Hank Beatty to slip back out into the flat. He did a really good job by that slot receiver out there. I think it was Hudson Clement blocking that DB to make sure that Hank can pick up the first down.
Well, the Illini now 1st and 10. This is the 11th play of the drive. We'll have our halftime show coming up with Steve Kelly. Ball is resting at the, the 12-yard line of Maryland. So here we go. Boy, it'd be nice to get some more points here against the wind late in the half. Of course, the Illini won the toss and deferred at the start of the game. 2 receivers left. Fagan is the back. Snap back to Altmyer. Gives to Fagan. Straight ahead he goes. Inside the 7, down to the 6, close to the 5. Illinois still has 3 timeouts left. A gain of 7 to the 12,
Maryland
to the 5. And Maryland's going to stop the clock with 1:48 to go here in the half.
And Brian, I think Caden Fagan these last couple of games have done he's done a much better job of when contact is approaching, getting his pads down and running behind his pads. That means you're not standing up. People cannot see the 3 on the top on your chest. They can't see it. All they see is your helmet and your shoulder pads because you're lowering your space to make sure that you're able to try to run through those tackles. I think he's done a really good job of doing that in the last couple of weeks.
Caden Fagan in that win a couple of years ago had a good rushing game against the Terps. That first year he was available. 13 career rushing touchdowns for Caden Fagan. He's near one here if he can get in. We'll see how they do it. No matter how they do it, let's do it. 7-6 Illinois, 1:48 to go in the half. 2nd and 2 at the Maryland 5. Handoff to Fagan, and he crawls ahead to about the 3, maybe the 4. We'll see where they spot it.
Timeout, Maryland.
And Maryland
Their
takes
third
its last
and final
timeout.
Charge timeout.
Minute 42 to go. Maryland would like a little time before the end of the half to have the ball back if Illinois were to score. I would think with the wind at their back.
Yeah, and Illinois can still get a first down. It's 3rd and 1,
Yep.
and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down. If you get a first down and don't score, you probably have a chance to run the clock out and punch it in before halftime and not give Maryland any time left on the clock before half.
Michael Martin.
And I'm just thinking out loud here, slow playing this these last few 10 yards and forcing Maryland to take timeouts. It puts Illinois in an advantageous position. Once they do score, Maryland's got to drive the entire length of the field without any timeouts remaining.
All right, here we go. The big, heavy guys coming up front there. The Illini, as Kerry mentioned, can get a first down without a touchdown. 3rd and 1 at the 4. They can get a first down at the Maryland 3. 7-6 Illinois, minute 42 to go in the half. This is where Barry Lunny gets really creative. Beatty lined up to the left. Here is Altmaier. Gives it to Fagan. Puts his head down into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. And there you go. Put those pads down and plow his way in. Caden Fagan. 3 yards out, and the Illini get points. 13-6, they lead Maryland.
Yeah, good run by Caden Fagan. I'm not sure that Maryland didn't just allow him to score so they would have time left on the clock, but either way, a touchdown by the Illini.
Well, they look good doing it. And put his head down right at the goal line. Alano for the extra point at the north end of Geese Memorial Stadium. It is up. And it is good. So the Illini convert a 4th down in the Carl red zone, and they wind up with a touchdown. They go 13 plays, 75 yards, each team with a 13-play drive today. The Illini up to 140 total yards. Maryland with only 138. Not exactly an offensive shootout. Both teams have scored points on short fields. But this time the Illini go 75 yards in 13 plays. And took 4.5 minutes to do it. They lead Maryland 14-6.
And Brian, they may not have let him score. That was just really bad defense.
Okay, you changed your mind.
Yeah, I looked at it again. Initially, I was like, oh, that was too easy. They had to have let him score, but no, they just didn't play really good defense down there. So good for the Illini punching it in. Get a stop here so we can get the ball back after halftime.
Yeah, Fagan with his 11th career rushing touchdown. He's had some others, of course. Caught a long catch and run earlier this year. I think it was in the SC game. 14-6 is the Illini lead with a minute 38 to go. Iverson Howard is deep for the Terrapins. David Alano to kick it off against the wind. We'll see how he does. He's been booming them, kicking the other way, north to south, but now that wind with the flag blowing there in the wind, blowing atop the stadium, and he hits a sidewinder, and it'll be caught, and a fair catch by Iverson Howard. They want to save time here. A minute 38 to go in the half. Maryland will have it. 1st and 10 at the 25. Listening in today on the 50-yard line, someone says. East Balcony, 203. St. Louis at a daughter's volleyball practice. How about that, they say. Eagle River, Alaska, no turtles here. Listening with my best friend in St. Joseph. Learfield app in Geneseo, Illinois, and the tractor near Macomb, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, all with us today on a warm, sunny, windy day. It'll be dark by the end of the game, though, here. 1st and 10, Maryland at their own 25, now down 14-6 late in the first half. Snap back, Malik Washington looks to throw right through the hands of the receiver, DeJuan Williams, nearly picked off by the Illini. Gabe Ackes just about had a pick. Ooh, boy. Had a couple like that.
Yeah, popping right out of the receiver's hands and right next to it, a Illini defender just unable to grab it and pick it off for a big play.
Stops the clock, a minute 34 to go. Now the Illini have 3 timeouts here. Still a minute and a half to go here in the half, leading 14-6. They stop the clock with the incompletion there. 2nd and 10, Washington back to pass, throws it, and a diving catch up near the 40-yard line. Caleb Webb with a nice catch, and that's a first down for the Terps. And a gain of 15. Nice throw. First and 10, Maryland, their own 40. Now they're going to hurry up a little bit. Snap back, Malik Washington looks to throw, and a deep pattern left, caught across the way and out of bounds into Illinois territory. Shalik Knox with a first down catch. They'll move the sticks again to the Illinois 45 and a gain of 15 more. Knox had 2 catches last week, has 5 touchdowns on the year. He's their leading touchdown maker. Farrell and Conan running onto the field on the defensive line for Illinois. Minute 21 for the half, 14-6 Illinois. Maryland left to right with a wind at their back. First and 10 at the Illinois 45. They're trying to get some points late in the half. Illinois gets set defensively. Snap back, Malik Washington, the freshman, looks to throw. Throwing deep right, incomplete. Trying to hit Octavian Smith. Line with Torrey Cox back there defensively.
Yeah,
thought he was open enough there.
He was open, and Smith didn't look for the ball. He just didn't see the ball coming, wasn't looking for it, probably wasn't expecting it. But had he looked, he'd had a huge play downfield for a first down for Maryland.
Matthew Bailey, your leading tackler today, with 6 for the Illini on defense. Second and 10, Maryland at the Illinois 45. Illini up 14-6 late in the first half. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Pressure not there. Here's a dump down to the left. DeJuan Williams out of the backfield and heaved out of bounds across the way. Shy of the Illinois 40 at the 41. Now it's 3rd down. Maryland today on 3rd down, 1 out of 6. Juice Clark with a tackle. 3rd and 6, Maryland at the Illinois 41. Illini might have time to get the ball back again here if they can make a stop. They would have all 3 of their timeouts. Maryland's out of timeouts. Now they send more substitutes in. JoJo Hayden checks in. Referee steps away from the center. Here we go. Malik Washington back to pass. Rush coming. Malik Washington incomplete. Trying to hit DeJuan Williams out of the backfield. They'll go to him a lot. I don't know if that ball got tipped or not. There was a lot of pressure coming in there fast.
There was. Good hands up. If you can't get to the quarterback as a defensive lineman, you're taught to get your hands up and impact the throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did there. And the ball fell short of DeJuan Williams trying to catch him out of the backfield.
Now the Illini scored with late in this half, and now they're going to get the ball back with 1:06 to go in the half. Beatty drops back deep at the 10. The Maryland punter, McPherson, will try to hit Illinois deep. Make him go the length of the field against the wind. Snap back. The Maryland punter steps into it, kind of kicks it in the air, and it'll be caught at the 10 by Hank Beatty. It's kind of a simple little punt and catch. The Illini with 1 minute to go and 3 timeouts, leading 14-6. Altmaier today, 6 of 11, 67 yards, and a touchdown. Moved up the list on the touchdown list for the Illini. Got his 55th career. He's one behind Juice Williams now with 56. Of course, played for Mike Loxley, did Juice. A lot of those players from that era very tight with the Maryland coach for what he did here. There's no doubt about that.
Interesting to see what the Illini do on this drive. Are they going to try to run it a few times or run it and try to pop one, come out and maybe pass one, see what they get on this first play?
Yep, Fagan, the back, 1st and 10 at their own 10, right to left, 1 minute to go in the half. Snap back to Altmaier. They're going to throw it. At least try to. Throws it right. Caught by Beatty. Spinning catch shy of the 20. And about the 19, he got 9 yards on that one.
Yeah, you get out of the shadow of your end zone, and now you can hurry up a little bit and try to get some points on the board. You still got 3 timeouts left.
Yep, all 3 timeouts, 3 receivers left. Fagan the back. And a pass over the middle of Cole Rusk. And he's got the first down up to the 28-yard line. Quick hitter. First downs brought to you by Ameren, Illinois. 37 seconds left in the half. 14-6 Illinois. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Hurry up mode. Here is Altmaier. Plenty of time. Dump down to the right. Caught by Fagan. 35-40. First down Illinois. Up to the 43-yard line. Fagan with a catch and run. 15 more. They practice this all the time, by the way. And now they want a timeout. Now you can start using those.
Illinois, their first of the half.
And once you get up to midfield, you can decide if you want to take a timeout or not. Good play of checking it down by Luke Altmyer to Caden Fagan, and good job by Caden of going and picking up enough for the first down. I would have loved to see him take that and run towards the sideline, and maybe you'd be able to save that timeout and still get the first down. But nonetheless, picking up the first down and keeping the ball going, keeping it going for the team.
Hey, each year when it comes to choosing your seed corn brand, you have fewer and fewer choices. That's why Whiffles Hybrids determined to keep giving growers an independent choice. A choice that stands for something, one that means something on your farm. Plan your independence. Plan Whiffles. And for game day and every day, download the new and improved Fighting Illini mobile app. Manage your tickets, follow your favorite teams, receive special offers straight to your phone. Download for Android or Apple today. Right out of the timeout. The Illini first and 10 at their own 43, leading 14-6, trying to get some more points. Fagan the back. Beatty in motion. From the near side and back to pass. Pocket holds. Now he's hit. And Altmyer unloads it in the arms of a tackler. Trying to throw it at the feet of Fagan. At about the 43-yard line.
For number 3, who was in the area.
So no intentional grounding.
That's good strength by Luke Altmyer holding off a defensive lineman that was trying to sack him.
Yeah, I don't know how he got rid of that. 22 seconds left in the half. Beatty comes up to line up in the backfield now. We've seen this look before. 2 receivers left, 1 right. 2nd and 10 Illinois at their own 43. 22 seconds for the half. Back to pass. Pump fake. Altmyer's going to run. Runs it right, 45-50. Flag drops. And he's got a first down, but I think it's going to be holding. We had any penalties today? Well, a couple on Maryland, 1 on Illinois. A gain of 11 if it stands.
Holding. Offense number 75. 10-yard penalty.
Brandon Henderson. And that's too bad because Altmyer had a first down.
Yeah, he did.
Now what do you do?
Well, I think at this point, you just got a penalty. It's going to be 2nd and 20. You're probably going to end up taking a knee and just running this clock, especially where you are on the field and only 16 seconds left.
All the way back at their own 33. Now, if it weren't so windy,
timeout, Illinois.
You know, you could think about a 50-yard field goal, but
30-second timeout.
Day like today, I don't know. Total yardage, not dead even. Illinois 173, Maryland 172. And the score fairly close, 14-6 Illinois. Big crowd on hand today. I don't think it's a sellout, but it's a big crowd. One of the bigger ones of the year, of course. And 2,000 tickets distributed to service members and the organizations that support them. Brett Bielema matched the tickets. He and his family did. Very generous of Coach for that. Illini, of course, postseason eligible. First time back-to-back years since 2010 and 2011. They're going to pass over 400,000 in attendance for the season for the first time since 1994. 14-6 Illinois. Now let's see what they do here. After they take the timeout, they have 1 left. Altmyer, back split either side. Now Beatty circles around, goes in motion right to left. Fagan the back. Altmyer, back to pass. Throws, left. Oh, and it's picked off by Maryland. Wow, nice job by the Maryland defender. Picked it off, and again, Maryland came in with, 17 interceptions for the year. And I think Jalen Husky's the guy that got it. And that is going to be near midfield. So now Maryland's got 11 seconds to work with here.
And they got 11 seconds, and the clock stops on the first down. So you can throw this ball in the middle of the field, have it stop on first down and clock it and get yourself a chance for one more play towards the end zone or a long field goal try. We've talked all day about how the wind is blowing towards at Maryland's back, so you don't have to get many yards for that wind to kind of aid you in a field goal attempt.
Now, did he actually catch it? And I don't know, based on that replay, it's on the ground. They may want to look at this. Husky has 3 interceptions this year at Wisconsin, at UCLA, and against Washington.
The ruling on the previous play was an interception. The play's under further review.
And Husky, a guy that started his career at Bowling Green. And may or may not get a fourth interception there. Our reviews brought to you by AHW, always here when there's work to be done. Game time to field time, game-winning calls to yield-boosting tech and precision-cutting machines. AHW brings accuracy where it counts. Illinois Farm Bureau advantage. Illinois leads it 14-6. They trailed 3-0. Opening drive by Maryland. 13 plays, 65 yards. Sean O'Hare, 29-yard field goal. Illinois answered at the end of the first quarter. Hudson Clement, 22-yard catch from Luke Altmaier, made it 7-3. Sean O'Hara field goal in the second quarter, cut it to 7-6. Caden Fagan, 3-yard touchdown run. Minute 38 in the half. A lot has happened here in the last minute and a half on the clock. And Fagan with a 3-yard run made it 14-6. Here we go with our referee.
After review, the ruling on the field is upheld. It's an interception.
Whoa.
Maryland ball, 1st and 10.
I don't know about that one. Looked to me like that ball was wobbling around there as he fell on top of it on the ground. So Maryland catches a break, I think, with that one.
Yeah, potentially. I know we had a couple that were overturned. The balls that we had that were overturned, the ball was loose and moving around. This one, the ground may have helped him, but he didn't move it at all after he caught it. So, I don't know.
All right, Maryland with 11 seconds to go in the half, down 14-6 after the interception. Back to pass, Malik Washington. And he throws it deep left, and this one almost intercepted across the way. Flag is down at about midfield. He tried to throw it around the 30 of Illinois. The only guy closest to it was an Illini. Looked like Tanner Heckel.
Offside. Defense number 17 lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Now we're down to 6 seconds. That's going to give Maryland some free yardage. So Gabe Ack is lined up in the neutral zone.
Yeah, that play took longer, I'm sure, than Maryland would have liked it. Gabe was lined up in the neutral zone prior to the snap. You got to get a stop right here, get off the field, and get the ball back after half.
I know, they say neutral zone. I think Star Trek. That's where he lined up. 6 seconds to go. Hey, where are the Romulans, right? 14-6, Illinois leading Maryland. Let's get to halftime, shall we? DeJuan Williams lined up to the right. Malik Washington back to pass. Throwing right and through the hands of the receiver. Incomplete. Octavian Smith at about the Illinois 25. 1 second left. Now I guess they could just throw one to the end zone. I mean, just as well, right?
Yeah, there's probably going to be a Hail
Across
Mary.
midfield.
You're not going to have you don't have any time for anything else. So more than likely, throw the ball in the end zone. You got the wind at your back. Knock it down.
Knock it down,
yes.
Yeah. Miles Scott dropping deep. Bailey dropping deep. Playing center field out there. 1 second for the half. 14-6 Illinois. They have it at the Illinois 47. Here comes a Hail Mary, we think, to the end zone. Now Malik Washington, here he goes, heaves it deep downfield. Nobody there except Miles Scott, who picks it off in the back of the end zone. That may be one of the easier interceptions you'll get. Miles Scott picks it off, and Maryland is denied. And that last minute and a half took about 25 minutes, I think. We'll have Coach Bielema with Michael Martin here coming up shortly.
That's the end of the first half.
With Illinois leading it 14-6. Interesting game, to say the least. Not a lot of offense, but enough for Illinois to have the lead at the half. When Michael has him, he will let us know. Michael, go ahead.
Coach, after forcing only just 2 field goals in the first half, what are your thoughts on the defense?
Well, we just got to play clean here on all 3 phases. Offensively, we got to obviously put it together in our own territory. We got to convert third downs. Defensively, we can't make stupid mistakes like we just did right there to get off the field.
Coach, what offensive adjustments do you need to make to secure the W?
Anything to get some points in the red zone.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, yeah, points in the red zone. That's the name of the game, right? 14-6. They certainly did that just outside the red zone with a 22-yard pass to Clement for the touchdown, and then the 3-yard run by Caden Fagan, a couple of Maryland field goals. Halftime in Champaign on a very pleasant November day. Illinois 14, Maryland 6. Halftime show next on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Looking for seed that performs? FS Envision Seed Corn and FS High Soy Soybeans deliver top-tier performance, field-tested reliability, and trusted local FS expertise. Your local FS crop specialist is here from planting to harvest, helping you get the most out of every acre, every season. Seed that performs, support that delivers. Ask your local FS crop specialist about FS Envision and FS High Soy, or visit fsc.com to learn more.
Aw, shucks, the game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear, Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Feeling great starts with a great shave. This is Fighting Illini Football from Learfield.
I'm attorney Howard Ankin, a proud University of Illinois graduate. My mom and dad, aunts and uncles, many cousins, all Illini. And now my son started his freshman year. At Ankin Law, we obtain compensation and justice for our clients involved in auto truck rideshare accidents, work injuries, fall injuries, and medical mistakes. At Ankin Law, we're here to help. The movie Risky Business said it best. It looks like Ankin Law. Call 312-6-million.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Here we go! This is the Yingling Halftime Show, brought to you by Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. On the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield. Fighting Illini Football is also brought to you by your local Ford dealers. And by Carl, the official healthcare provider of the Fighting Illini. Welcome to the Yingling Halftime Show.
Memorial Stadium, everybody. It is halftime. Although it seemed like it took forever to get to halftime. A lot of play stoppage in the first half of the ballgame. Illinois leads Maryland 14-6. Steve Kelly with you on our Yingling halftime show. The Illini, 2 touchdowns. Maryland, 2 field goals. One of each in the first and second quarter for both teams. 1 field goal, 1 touchdown for Illinois in the first and second quarter as well. So Illinois leads it by a score of 14-6. Let's look at some of the other scores around the Big Ten. Iowa at the half playing at USC, number 17 USC, and the Hawkeyes lead 21-10 at halftime. Iowa kind of quietly having a real good football season so far with that defense. They lead the Trojans 21-10. Penn State and Michigan State are playing in East Lansing this afternoon. Penn State leads at halftime and now going into the third quarter by a score of 14-10. Still to come tonight, Purdue plays at Washington at 6, and number 1 Ohio State entertains UCLA at 6:30 tonight. Earlier this weekend, last night, Oregon beat Minnesota 42-13. Indiana, ranked number 2, over Wisconsin this afternoon, 31-7. And number 18, Michigan, on a last-second walk-off field goal at Wrigley Field, beat Northwestern 24-22. Michigan had missed a couple of field goals in that game, had some turnovers, but they got it back late and walked it off 24-22 over Northwestern. Marching Illini on the field right now as Illinois leads at halftime by a score of 14-6.
Hi, it's Scott Beatty with the Carl Sports Medicine Medical Minute. Today we're talking about heart health in sports with Dr. Mohammed Rana, a cardiovascular fellow with Carl. Dr. Rana, how common is cardiac arrest in sports?
Sudden cardiac arrest is when your heart stops suddenly. In athletes, it is usually because of genetics or an undetected heart condition. It is more common in male athletes participating in competitive sports.
How can an athlete or anyone exercising make sure they don't experience cardiac arrest?
An athlete who has a family member born with a heart condition should be screened by health professionals. Also, athletes having symptoms like chest pain, heart palpitations, or passing out should be screened. Dehydration and use of recreational drugs can increase the risk of sudden cardiac arrest, and these should be avoided.
If someone is experiencing cardiac arrest, what should we do?
We should immediately administer CPR and call 911. Survival rates are much better with swift use of CPR and use of automatic external defibrillators, which can shock the heart into normal sinus rhythm. Without CPR, cardiac arrest can be fatal after 8 minutes and brain damage starts after 5 minutes.
Carl, the official sports medicine provider of Fighting Illini Athletics.
Our halftime show is presented by Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. 14-6, Illinois over Maryland at halftime. We've got more for you coming up when we continue on the Yingling halftime show from Learfield.
Looking for a job that checks all the boxes? How about competitive salaries, flexible hours, and outstanding benefits? You can find it all and more with a career in Illinois state government. Whether you're in tech, healthcare, education, or skilled trades, there's a place for you. Real jobs, real impact, and real work-life balance. Find really great careers working for the state of Illinois. Visit work.illinois.gov and apply today.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like wanting a psychic that helps you, but getting one that just ruins surprises.
I see. Your friend's throwing you a surprise party.
Well, that's ruined.
I see. The end of your favorite show. Madison stays with Braden.
Can I get a refund?
I don't see that.
You wouldn't settle for just any psychic, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Illini play here.
And the kick is good.
This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
I'm attorney Howard Ankin, a proud University of Illinois graduate. My mom and dad, aunts and uncles, many cousins, all Illini. And now my son started his freshman year. At Ankin Law, we obtain compensation and justice for our clients involved in auto truck rideshare accidents, work injuries, fall injuries, and medical mistakes. At Ankin Law, we're here to help. The movie Risky Business said it best. It looks like Ankin Law. Call 312-6-million.
The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences at the University of Illinois is where curiosity drives impact. In LAS, bold thinking doesn't just inspire learning, it powers everything the college does, across disciplines and across communities. LAS turns big questions into breakthrough discoveries, driving change in science, society, and the ideas that shape our future. The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, where curiosity drives impact. Find out more at go.illinois.edu/LAS.
Illinois over Maryland here at halftime. A patriotic show by the Marching Illini on the field at halftime, celebrating Veterans Day earlier this week and Military Appreciation Day today here at Geese Memorial Stadium. First half highlights, Maryland took the opening kickoff and got it down to within field goal range to take the lead at 3-0 at the 9:15 mark in the first quarter. And then Illinois went ahead to stay on the last play of the first quarter.
Snap back to Altmaier. Pump fake. Throwing deep right. Looking for Clement. He's got it. Touchdown. Touchdown, Illinois. In the back right corner of the end zone. 22-yard strike. And the Illini lead it 6-3. What a throw.
That came with 1 second left, actually, in the first quarter. They put a second back on. Illinois kicked off, and that was the end of the first quarter. It was 7-3 at that point. Maryland added another field goal before Illinois got into the end zone again for a second time in the first half.
Beatty lined up to the left. Here is Altmaier. Gives it to Fagan. Puts his head down into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. And there you go. Put those pads down and plow his way in. Caden Fagan, 3 yards out, and the Illini get points. 13-6, they lead Maryland.
The extra point made it 14-6, so 2 touchdowns for Illinois, 2 field goals for the Maryland Terrapins, who came in on a 5-game losing streak. The Illini trying to get to win number 7 of the season as they head into the final 3 weeks of the regular season. Halftime coverage brought to you by Flight from Yuengling. It's the next generation of light beer, crisp, clean, and just 95 calories. Take a look at some of the first half stats coming up when we continue on the Yuengling halftime show from Learfield.
Food, fuel, jobs, even our planet's future. It all starts right here with homegrown Illinois corn. From plant-based bioplastics and renewable fuel to fighting the effects of climate change, Illinois corn is at work in your backyard, and it's paving the way toward a more sustainable future. Learn more at watchusgrow.org/corn.
Flight by Yuengling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yuengling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yuengling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yuengling & Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave? This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Yuengling Traditional Lager, a beer that, like true legends, stands the test of time. Brewed by the same family for nearly 200 years, it's a crisp amber lager with a bold, smooth flavor that's perfect for game day. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from your favorite bar, Yuengling is the taste of tradition. Yuengling, legends stand the test of time.
What's one way to enjoy Illini football? From a great seat, one that's yellow, comfortable, and lets you handle the tough yardage. So pop in your earbuds, put the game on, and take your seat on a new John Deere from AHW. With our online build and price tool, you can create the mower, compact tractor, or gator that fits your exact needs and budget. Try out our build and price tool online at ahwllc.com. Proud sponsors of Fighting Illini football.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium, Geese Memorial Stadium. Illinois leads 14-6 here at halftime. Marching Illini just wrapped up their show here at halftime. A look at the first half stats, at least some of them. Pretty even game total yards, 172 for Maryland, 173 for Illinois. Passing yards, 140 for Maryland, 100 for Illinois. Either team running the ball exceptionally well in the first half, just 32 yards rushing for the Terrapins, 73 for Illinois. Both teams have been penalized minimally, 2 for 10 yards for Maryland, 3 for 20 for the Illini. First downs in the first half, 11-10 in favor of the Maryland Terrapins. As we look at the two quarterbacks in this ballgame, one a senior, one a true freshman. The true freshman is Malik Washington, number 7 for Maryland. He was 16 out of 28 for 140 yards, and he had that interception there at the end of the first half. Luke Altmaier, 9 out of 16 for an even 100 yards and a touchdown pass. He also was intercepted once in the first half. That touchdown pass, by the way, was his 20th, which means he becomes the first Illinois quarterback to throw 20 or more TD passes in consecutive seasons. So quite a feat there as he moves up the record book list for Illinois quarterbacks at the University of Illinois. Second half is still to come as the Illini will receive the kickoff here in the second half and see if they can add to this lead, 14-6. It's going to take care of it. Well, let's mention Illinois basketball for a moment while we have a minute. Both the men's and women's teams were in action last night. The 14th ranked Illini men's team beat Colgate 84-65. And the Illini now 4-0 in the season. Women's basketball team made a trip out west to Oregon State and lost for the first time this season, a close ball game, 64-59. Both those teams will be back in action coming up this week. Again, 14-6, Illinois over Maryland at halftime. I'll be back with you for our post-game coverage. For the meantime, this has been the Yuengling halftime show from Learfield.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
No car accident is ever the same. Distracted driver, drunk driver, sunny day, rainy day, on your way to work, headed home from work, the grocery store, a random drive, your first accident, or oh no, not again. Every journey after a serious accident is different, but the story's the same, especially when it's yours. You need help. You need Konowski Bresny. If you've been seriously injured, call Konowski Bresny for your free consultation.
We are family. This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
It's time to trade up. A job is just a place you go to work. A career is a path that moves you forward. Trade your job for a career in welding, HVAC, medical assistant, dental assisting, and more with hands-on training at Midwest Technical Institute. At MTI, you don't just get an education, you learn a valuable set of skills you can build on for a lifetime. It's time to trade up. Get the training you need for your new career at MTI.
Flight by Yuengling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yuengling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yuengling. Available wherever beer is sold.
DG Yuengling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Brian Barnhart with Kerry Davis, Michael Martin, our entire crew here at Geese Memorial Stadium. And the sun is set. The lights taking their full effect here as we work our way into the evening hours. 69 degrees, they say, winds northwest and west out of the Memorial Stadium. Here about 12 miles an hour. It's swirling at times, as we've seen. Not a ton of offense in this game, but Illinois does have the lead, 14-6. So I'll ask Kerry Davis how he feels about things.
Again, coming out of the bye week, obviously things really not in sync offensively. Good job of going down there and scoring before you threw the interception on that last drive. But I would like to see them be more in sync and just kind of sustain drives and not end drives with punts. And defensively, I think we're doing a really good job of holding this Maryland team, making them uncomfortable, getting after the quarterback a little bit. But I think offensively, just sustaining drives and scoring touchdowns and making the drives a little bit more fluid than they have been so far this game.
The Illini won the toss at the start of the game, deferred, so they will start the second half with the football. Hey, tonight's game brought to you by the College of Aces, improving lives and sustaining the future. And at Primient, we're focused on building a better future through nature and science for our employees or customers in our communities. Learn more about our plant-based purpose. Visit Primient.com. One score of note, Iowa is winning at USC in the third quarter, 21-13. And that's a classic something has to give because Iowa's defense is really stingy, and USC has one of the best offenses in the country. But Iowa's winning it 21-13 in the third. So here we go to the start of the second half. Campriati will kick it off for Maryland. Khalil Valentine, Mac percentage deep. Illinois with the orange and blue look today. The orange and blue and the orange pants with the special military helmets. Flags on the helmets. And Maryland with the red helmets, white tops, red pants.
got a lot of colors at Maryland based on their flag. Here comes the kickoff, and Matt Krasevich has it. 10, 15, 20, zigzagging across the 30, and a pretty good kickoff return. We don't see many anymore, and he got it up to the 33-yard line. Nice return by Matt Krasevich. Maryland this year, having lost 5 in a row after starting 4-0. Beat Florida Atlantic, beat Northern Illinois, beat Towson, won at Wisconsin. That was a big one. And they've lost to Washington, Nebraska, UCLA, Indiana, and at Rutgers. Altmaier goes to work. 25-yard return first half. He went 9 of 16. Valentine starts at tailback. We have not seen Lawfrey today. They send a man in motion. And here is the handoff. Big hole right side for Valentine across the 40. And a first down up to the 44-yard line. How about that run? A gain of 11.
Good run by Khalil. Good job up front of blocking and getting the hat on the hat and making sure that the first person that made contact with Khalil Valentine was 8 or 9 yards down the field.
Cameron, Illinois, first down. That's energy at work. So a first down for the Illini. At their own 44, leading 14-6 here as we start the second half with the lights on. Altmaier under center. 3 receivers right or left. Valentine behind him. And here is Altmaier, fakes the throw, now hands it off, pitches it. Valentine up the right sideline and out of bounds. Nice gain into Maryland territory at the 48-yard line. He got 8 on that play. LeVain Scruggs, the safety on the stop.
And another good job by the right side of that offensive line. Melvin Priestley blocking down. Brandon Henderson pulling around outside of Melvin and just sealing that edge and allowing Khalil to get outside and pick up 8 yards on that first down.
Illini have moved all the way into Terp territory here to start the third quarter. Valentine the back. 2 receivers left. Altmaier trying to draw him off sides a little bit here. Now he looks to the sideline quickly. Now communicates the message to the big guys in front of him. 2nd and 2. Here is Altmaier, tucks it in the belly of Khalil Valentine, who surges for the first down to the 44-yard line. Now, the Illini didn't run it a whole lot in the first half, but they seem to be making it an emphasis right now.
Well, yeah, that's one of the things I talked about, getting back into the running game, allowing your running backs to get downhill. And that offensive line, offensive linemen love to run block more than they do pass block because they can fire out and go forward. When they're passing, they have to kind of sit back and wait on the defenders to come to them. So going forward always makes offensive linemen happy, and Khalil's doing a good job of getting downhill.
1st and 10 Illinois, and Ameren, Illinois, first down at the 44 of Maryland. Here is Altmaier, fakes the handoff this time to Valentine, throws right to Beatty with a catch down below us, 40, inside the Terrapin 40, and ushered out of bounds by Daniel Wingate, their leading tackler, all the way down to the Terp 37-yard line. He got 7 more on that quick hitter to Hank Beatty.
And then what you're able to do once you run the ball successfully, you can play action pass. And they tried to take a shot downfield. Luke did a good job of finding the safety valve in the flat and Hank Beatty so he can pick up 7 yards.
3 receivers lined up to the left now. They've been switching sides. Valentine to the right of Altmaier, comes up under center. 2nd and 3 on the opening drive of the third quarter for the Illini, leading 14-6. Here in the third, snap back. Luke gives it to Valentine, slips through, and he's got another first down to the 32. 5 more yards for Khalil. And another Ameren, Illinois first down. Valentine came in with just under 400 yards for the year. He's got that. And we've got an injured Ian Thomas, defensive tackle down for Maryland. Now he's up.
And Brian, the other thing that running the ball does, it demoralizes a defense. When you can run it for 5 yards, 6 yards, 8 yards, they begin to get frustrated. And eventually those 5, 8, 9, 10-yard runs become 25, 35-yard runs because the defense starts to feel sorry and feel bad for themselves because they can't stop those runs.
Caden Fagan checks in at tailback. Maybe pop a big one, too. 11:50 to go in the third. 14-6 Illinois. And Altmaier's in the gun. Fagan to his right. Now they send a man in motion and a keeper by Altmaier after a fake on a jet sweep to Beatty. Runs it ahead near the Big Ten logo. And another chunk of yardage all the way down to the 23-yard line of Maryland. That's a gain of 9 more.
And Brian, watch the Maryland defense. After each run, they're getting up a little bit slower. They're getting back to the line of scrimmage a little bit slower. They're frustrated because they cannot stop this run right now. And again, it just takes a lot out of you when you're unable to do that defensively.
Suddenly, the Illini over 100 yards rushing. They brushed it down the field here. 2nd and 1, the gain of 9. Haiti lines up to the left. Dixon is out there. Fagan with him in the backfield. Now they send Clement in motion. And the snap back from Kreutz. Here is Altmaier. Throws it left. Got a man wide open. It is caught. Touchdown, Illinois. Hudson Clement. 23 yards. And you can't get any more wide open than he was. All they had to do was throw it and catch it.
And all of that is a symptom of running the football. Play action. Caden Fagan goes around to the right. The entire defense is looking at him. And you get Hudson Clement wide open downfield for an easy walk-in touchdown.
Extra point coming up. Touchdown, Illinois. Clement. His 2nd touchdown of the day. And it's 20-6, Illinois leading Maryland. 10:55 to go in the 3rd. Olano on for the extra point. Again, all of that with a strong wind at their back. Crimmins with the hold and the kick in the air, and he drills it through. With a fastball. And it's 21-6. Illinois with that will break. 10:55 to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Illini go 7 plays, 67 yards in 4 minutes. And they lead at 21-6 over the Terps on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Looking for a job that checks all the boxes? How about competitive salaries, flexible hours, and outstanding benefits? You can find it all and more with a career in Illinois state government. Whether you're in tech, healthcare, education, or skilled trades, there's a place for you. Real jobs, real impact, and real work-life balance. Find really great careers working for the state of Illinois. Visit work.illinois.gov and apply today.
Welcome to your field. The weather is perfect. The soil is perfect. The seedlings are perfect. Enjoy your relaxing day.
We all know that's not farming. That's fantasy. It takes grit and hard work to do what you do. Dynagrow Seed is bred and tested for your reality with a proven history of success in your area year after year. Dynagrow Seed. For real. Visit seedyoucantrust.com.
It's time to trade up. A job is just a place you go to work. A career is a path that moves you forward. Trade your job for a career in welding, HVAC, medical assisting, dental assisting, and more with hands-on training at Midwest Technical Institute. At MTI, you don't just get an education. You learn a valuable set of skills you can build on for a lifetime. It's time to trade up. Get the training you need for your new career at MTI.
Big crowd at Memorial Stadium on this Military Appreciation Day, and the Illini went right down the field. And they go 7 plays, 67 yards, 5 runs, 2 passes. Valentine had 28 yards rushing, and a wide open Hudson Clement, his 2nd touchdown, 23-yard catch. And we're back with Illinois football. The Illinois Farm Bureau advantage for the Illini now at 21-6. 10:55 to go in the 3rd. That was quick.
And a really good drive. And it started with the run game.
Yeah.
Being able to run the ball effectively, open up some of those play action passes, and they actually get the big touchdown by Hudson Clement there. But the running game aided in that.
Iverson Howard deep. Olano boots it with the win. I don't think he's going to get a chance to touch it. And it sails down there by the cameraman for the TV folks. And Maryland goes to work 1st and 10 at their own 25. Prairie Farm Scholar Athlete of the Week, Barry Wallace. Wallace scoring 20-plus points in 2 games. Double-double, 27 and 11. Southeast Missouri back on November 4th. Support Illinois dairy farmers. Remember to drink local with Prairie Farms. Let's go down to Michael Martin.
Just wanted to update you on an injury from the first half. After James Thompson went down, he went into the locker room. He still hasn't emerged even after halftime. He is highly doubtful, if not completely out for the rest of the game.
All right. Thank you, Michael, for the update. Sorry to hear about that. 21-6 Illinois, 10:55 to go in the 3rd quarter. DeJuan Williams, the tailback. Malik Washington, 16 of 28 in the first half. And he is going to fake a handoff. Now he's going to run and didn't get much, maybe a yard up to the 26 from the 25. And again, he did not run hardly at all in that first half. He ran wild last week at Rutgers. Gabe Ackus, one of the first guys there to meet him. 2nd and 9, Maryland for their own 26. Under the lights now. Snap back. Pressure coming. Washington dumps it over the middle. Caught DeJuan Williams out of the backfield. He's close to a first down. I think he's got it across the 35. And a gain of 10. And again, that's nothing unusual for Maryland. They will throw to the tailback.
Yeah, dump it down. I mean, if all of the receivers are covered, you check it down to that running back at 5 yards, you can go get you 4 or 5 more for a first down.
10:07 for the third. 1st and 10, Maryland. Their own 35. Right to left against the wind. Back to pass. Pocket closes. Ball is tipped. And nearly caught still by Webb, but incomplete at his feet. Illini got a hand on that one. Kurt Neal got a hand on that one, 99.
And again, good job by the Illini. You're taught as a defensive lineman, you rush. If you're unable to get there, get those hands up. Disrupt the passing lanes for the quarterback. Hopefully you get a tip ball and it falls into one of your defenders' hands. If not, it falls to the ground.
Kurt Neal at 6 feet, 310, jumped up and knocked it down. 2nd and 10 from their own 35 for Maryland, now trailing 21-6. They've only had 2 field goals today. Back to pass Washington, dumped down to DeJuan Williams with a catch, turns upfield, 40. Matt Bailey upends him. Right about the 40-yard line, and he got about 5, and it'll be 3rd down. Maryland 1 of 7 on 3rd down today. That's where the Illini defense, that's why they've only got 6 points, Maryland, because they've been good on 3rd down.
They're doing a really good job on 3rd down and forcing Maryland into punting situations after this stop. Hopefully we get another one here.
Yeah, the punt against the wind, too, would be nice. 3rd and 5, Maryland. Illinois up 21-6 from their own 40. Malik Washington in the gun. Williams to his right. Washington throws and another pass batted down. How do you like that?
Pat Farrell got his hand on the ball. Again, just get your hands up. You're not always going to get to the quarterback, but you can still have an impact in the passing game by getting those big hands up and putting pressure on the quarterback. He doesn't have any passing lane to throw it into.
Yep, Pat Farrell, the one who got a hand on it, as you said. And back deep is Hank Beatty. Punter is McPherson. 14 times this year inside the 20. Now, it'd be tough to do that here against the wind, but ball will be snapped at their own 40. Maryland is stopped. Illinois leads at 21-6 thanks to a Luke Altmaier touchdown pass. Now we got flags all over the place. Low kick against the wind. Sails out of bounds around the Illinois 35. And what are the flags about?
I think it's 12 men on the field.
12?
I think.
Oh, for Maryland?
For Maryland.
I hope.
Yeah, 3 flags out there.
Yeah. Well, if you hadn't thrown any laundry yet, this was your chance, I guess.
Illegal substitution. Offense had 12 players on the field for the play. That 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. First down, Illinois. Timeout.
And this is how I know Gary Davis, and he played the game at a high level. He's like hands in the air like he can count to 12, you know. It's like,
I'm looking at it. I'm like, it looks like there's too many people out there. You got 5 linemen, 4 receivers, 2 people in the backfield, and a punter. Math tells me that that's 12.
That's wrong. All right, 21-6 Illinois. We go to break. 27-yard punt. Too many men on the field there for Maryland, and Illinois up big on Maryland right now. 21-6 in the third. 9:13 left. UC Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
For more than 90 years, Busey Wealth Management has helped families and businesses make smart financial decisions that stand the test of time. From personalized investment plans to tax strategies that work for you, our team is here to support your goals every step of the way. We take a big pictured approach, connecting you with the right financial experts to help protect what you've built and plan for what's next. Busey Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Feeling great starts with a great shave. This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a best man speech, but getting one from some random +1.
I am honored to be standing here today, also confused and a little hungry. Does anyone want to switch entrees? Pretty sure I checked beef.
You wouldn't settle for just any speech, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, Fighting Illini fans, you ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field design Illinois t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Illinois in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
Illinois Farm Bureau advantage. The Fighting Illini with a lead, 21-6 over the Maryland Terrapins. 9:13 to go in the third. They'll tackle on the 5 yards on the too many men on the field. The Illini will have it 1st and 10 at their own 38, leading 21-6. Let's pause 10 seconds, allow our network affiliates to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds for Station ID, Illinois football from Learfield. Mike Loxley and the Maryland Terrapins, they go back on defense. Loxley's led Maryland to 3 bowl games, 21, 22, 23. The Music Bowl, the most recent. But struggling here in the last month. They've started 4-0, and then they've lost the last 5, some in heartbreaking fashion. Trying to snap a skid. Illinois trying to get to win number 7 through 10 games with 2 left. Caden Fagan the back. Illinois 1st and 10, their own 38. Left to right in the orange and blue. Here is Altmaier. Looks to roll right. Nobody open. Now he's going to throw it away. Into the sideline on the near side below us. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Just nothing opened up.
Yeah, nothing there. And that's one of the, I guess, one of the best things about having a veteran quarterback like Luke Altmaier. He doesn't really force the football. He understands when the journey is over. I don't have anything open. There's no one to throw the ball to. It's 1st down. And just throw it out of bounds, and we'll play 2nd down right easily. It's a great mindset to have. It's a good feeling to have as a coaching staff to know you have a veteran quarterback like Luke.
9:07 left in the third. Diamond formation to the right. Fagan is in the backfield. Now Valentine is to the right. And he gets the handoff, runs it left, and gets up, tripped up shy of the 40 at the 39, a yard for Khalil Valentine, who, by the way, today has rushed for 55 yards. Altmaier, 7 attempts for 36. Altmaier, 130 yards passing and 2 touchdown passes to Hudson Clement. Clement, the former West Virginia Mountaineer. He's got 2 years left to play with Illinois. Can use him in the future for sure. 8:36 for the third. Illinois 3rd and 9. Shy of their own 40. Snap back to Altmaier. Pressure coming from the backside. If he sees it, he eludes it. Now he looks. Now he throws. And a jumping attempt and a catch on the near sideline by Justin Bowick. And that's enough for an Illinois 1st down across midfield to the 48. He literally timed it, caught it, got his feet down, a gain of 13.
He got 2 feet in, and great job of Luke. He does what we do, check the rearview mirror, see how close the defensive line is to him, and is able to roll out to his right and find Bowick downfield.
Yeah, he felt the heat, looked back, went to the right. Bowick jumped in the air. Big receiver caught it. 1st and 10, Illinois. It's an Amherst, Illinois 1st down. And across midfield. Illinois scored on their opening possession of this quarter, trying to get some more. And here is a handoff to Caden Fagan, 45, still spinning all the way down to the 40-yard line of Maryland. 8 more yards, and this is similar to the first drive where they're picking up 7, 8, 9 yards a chunk.
And I love watching when linemen get to block. There's a great double team by, I think it was Geske and Krutz. They just pancaked Husky on Maryland's defense and just looked at him like, you're too small, little fella. We're big.
We got you.
Yeah.
2nd and 2, Illinois. Up 21-6 here in the third.
Tight end switch over to the left. Fagan is the back. Give it in his belly. Here he goes, charging ahead, 35, 30-yard line. Another Ameren, Illinois first down. They're just beating them down right now. 10 yards on that run by Fagan. This is making Kerry Davis smile big.
Oh, man, run the rock. I'm telling you. And the offensive line is gaining more confidence. They are getting more aggressive, more physical. They understand that they can move the Maryland defenders. They're getting to the second level, to the linebackers, and nobody's touching the running backs till they're 5 or 6 yards down the field.
Illinois up to 119 rushing yards. A lot of it in this half. Fagan in the pistol look. Colin Dixon in motion. Now he stops, goes the other way. 1st and 10 at the Maryland 30. Now Dixon goes back the other way again. Handoff Fagan, flowers into the line and down to the 27-yard line. He gets 3 more. First downs in this game brought to you by Ameren. The Illini have 16 of them. Maryland scored on their opening drive a field goal. They led 3-0. Illinois went 7-3, 7-6, now 21-6. 6:08 for the third. Tight ends go to the right to left again. Fagan the back, Altmaier in the gun, and Kreutz jumped, I think. He's pointing at them.
That's Maryland. Should be.
I think Maryland offsides.
Yeah.
Offside. Defense number 57.
Yep, you're right.
Contact, 5-yard penalty, 9-second down.
So another first down. This will march it down close to the Carl red zone. Official healthcare provider of the Illini. Penalties now. 4 for Maryland, 3 for Illinois. 1 sack for each team, 2 tackles for loss. The Illini defense, by the way, has broken up 8 passes today. A couple at the line, 2 or 3 at the line. 2nd and 2 at the Maryland 22. 5:40 for the third. Fagan again the carry. Big number 3. Rambles to the right down near the 20-yard line, number line down there. And gets it to the 19. Another first down brought to you by Ameren. That's Energy at Work. They're getting their sponsorship worth in here on this drive, the last 2. With 5:18 to go, the Illini have time of possession. They're up +6 right now. And another sustained drive here.
Yeah, just grinding this drive out and really leaning on people up front. And as an offensive lineman, I can't say it enough. That's what they love to do.
Yep, you're absolutely right. 1st and 10 from the Maryland 19. 3 receivers to the left. Here is Khalil Valentine picking his way through and spun around a short gain, maybe a yard or 2. The 19 to the 18. We'll be at Wisconsin next Saturday. Don't know the start time yet. We probably know that tomorrow. Got basketball at midweek in Chicago. Look forward to seeing the folks up there at the United Center. Mario Sanders has checked into the game at receiver. Illinois is dominating the time of possession in this third quarter. Long drive, the touchdown pass to Hudson Clement. Now they're moving down 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line. Here's a little shovel pass coming left to right, coming to the right side. Mario Sanders near the goal line is the end. The officials are conferring. He's down at the 1. Oh, and number 1 can't believe it. He says, come on, give me the touchdown. Gain of 17, little trickery there.
Yeah, you should know when you see a player that hasn't played many snaps, he comes to the game, they get lined up really quickly, kind of to disguise where he is. He's lined up in the slot really short, and they hand it off to him underneath, and he's able to just get around the edge. I know he's going to be frustrated about not getting that ball in the end zone, though.
He did step out at the 1. The Illini line it up. Valentine is the back. A couple of receivers now, 1 to the left. Dixon comes in on the line. From the 1-yard line, 1st and goal, the give to Khalil Valentine, and he is grabbed and dropped. A loss back to the 2 to Sheer Taylor, the defensive tackle. Roared in there. They've got some good ones. So here, Mathis, 2nd on the team, and tackles for loss. Mentioned Wingate and Reddick. Some good players down there for Maryland. Only giving up 23 points a game, but Illinois has got 21 and trying to get some more. Clock moving. 3:22 to go in the third.
Yeah,
Valentine out, Fagan in.
Yeah, a couple of those guys for Maryland are freshmen, so that lets you know that they're playing a lot, they're playing well. They're still young up front. They might be a little bit better in years to come.
2nd and goal at the Maryland 2. Fagan punched one in earlier. Now they bring Dixon in front of him in a fullback spot. Altmaier looks to throw it to Colin Dixon near the goal line, trying to get in. And is he in? I don't think so. My goodness, and we've seen that before where Pat Bryant did that last year, and line up in the fullback and then go out of the flat.
Yeah, it's just simple play action pass, call it power pass or spider 2, spider 3, wide banana, whatever you want to call it. The fullback is the number one read. Throw it to him if he's open. You got to score, though.
Yeah, lots of cool names for plays, don't they? All right, so it's 3rd and goal at the Maryland 1. 2:25 to go in a quick-moving third quarter. Illinois up 21-6. 11 plays on this drive so far. Valentine is in the backfield. Everybody in tight. Altmaier's going to try to sneak it. Cannot, and he's shoved back. He tried to sneak it ahead. They had a heavyweight package in there. They lose one back to the 2. Now what will Barry Lunney do? It's 4th and goal at the 1.
And Brian, I'd like to see Luke either get lower and kind of burrow his way through or just go over the top and extend the ball.
Well, as you can tell, it's a little windy. I have no idea what
I don't know what he said either.
I think the Illini are going to go for it here. Michael Martin.
Seen this situation a couple times this season. You're up by multiple scores. You're down near the 1 yard line. Textbook, you go. Analytics say you go for it. If you make it, you score. If you don't, well, they're really backed up and have the entire field to drive.
Here we go. We've got Altmaier in the gun. Fagan to his right. 4th and goal at the Maryland 1. Altmaier rolls to the right. Looks to throw. Nobody open. Now he throws. Incomplete.
Hey, get this.
Incomplete. In the back of the end zone. He was trying to hit Bowick. He was trying to hit Beatty. They were there together. And the Maryland defense has held at the 1 yard line. He just had to unload it in the last second.
Yeah, he tried to extend it as long as he could and was unable to find a receiver down there in the end zone.
And with that, we'll take a break. Maryland will have it at about the 1 yard line, their own. 21-6 Illinois. They fail on 4th down. Minute 31 to go in the 3rd on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
2 million brain cells die every minute during a stroke. Carle Health wants to remind you of the 6 simple signs of a stroke. We call it BE-FAST, and it stands for balance lost, eyes blurred, faces drooping, arms are weak, speech is slurred, and terrible headache. If you or someone you know are experiencing these symptoms, call 911 immediately. BE-FAST, and together we can save lives. Learn more at carle.org/stroke.
At Busey, banking is about more than numbers. It's about relationships. For over 150 years, we've been helping individuals, families, and businesses reach their goals with personalized service and local decision-making. No matter where you are on your financial journey, just starting out or planning ahead, we're here to provide the support you need to move forward confidently. Busey Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini, member FDIC.
It's time to trade up. A job is just a place you go to work. A career is a path that moves you forward. Trade your job for a career in welding, HVAC, medical assisting, dental assisting, and more with hands-on training at Midwest Technical Institute. At MTI, you don't just get an education. You learn a valuable set of skills you can build on for a lifetime. It's time to trade up. Get the training you need for your new career at MTI.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Ryan Barnhart, Kerry Davis, Michael Martin on the sideline, Steve Kelly, Ed Bond, Mark Schultz, Michael Kaiser, Scott Beatty, our entire crew. Kevin Mitchell was earlier. 1st and 10, Maryland. They stop Illinois at the Maryland 2-yard line. The incomplete pass on 4th down for Luke Altmaier, who's 14 of 23, 162 and 2 touchdowns. Maryland against the wind, down 21-6. The Farm Bureau advantage for the Illini. Minute 31 to go from the end zone. Here is Malik Washington. Lobs it deep right, and nobody home. Up at about the 25. Receiver turned to the sideline. That was Octavian Smith, but the ball went sailing by. You like going for it on fourth down there?
Yeah, I don't mind it. I like Michael was saying, if you don't get the touchdown, you have them backed up in near their own end zone. So life is difficult when you're that close to your own end zone. I just wish they would have maybe been able to run the ball in there down on the 1 yard line.
Because they had picked up a lot of rushing yards in this second half. 134 for the game. Maryland's quarterback, 18 of 33, 154. 2nd and 10 from their own 2, right to left. Throws it out of the end zone, caught out of the backfield. The tailback's got it. DeJuan Williams, he scrambles ahead and gets it close to the first down at about the 11, maybe the 12. I think it's a first down. Juice Clark on the stop, so they get out of their own shadow, what shadow there is at night, of their goalposts. And first down and 10 at the 12. Minute 10 to go in the third. Handoff, tailback. DeJuan Williams, good open field tackle as he was breaking free at about the 15. Matt Bailey there to drop him. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Maryland will have the win in the fourth quarter. The Illini ground out a long drive to extend a 14-6 halftime lead to 21-6. They were on the brink of blowing it wide open, but failed on fourth down. Here comes Malik Washington. DeJuan Williams catch out of the backfield, 25-yard line, and down he goes. Dylan Rosiak among those in on the stop. Daniel Brown, 8 of 10. Up to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Their own. Back to pass. Malik Washington deep over the middle. Caught in the left hash mark area by Knotts. Who had a big catch in Wisconsin earlier this year for a win, a gain of 19.
And Brian, the Illini are doing a good job defensively for the most part of shutting the receivers down. DeJuan Williams is just a check down valve for the quarterback. He's leading the team in receptions as a running back.
Yep, you're right. 1st and 10. The clock runs out in the third quarter. Williams 7 catches, 44 yards to Carey's point. And we'll have the Freaky Fast event coming up here from Jimmy John's. That'll be taking place at Memorial Stadium. 21-6. Illinois after 3. They dominated the time of possession in the third quarter. They lead it over Maryland as we go to the fourth. 21-6 on the Busey Bank, Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college sports action, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave? This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
IBEW Local 601, IUPAT District Council 58, and the East Central Illinois Building and Construction Trades Council serve our local communities with pride and dedication. Our well-trained and highly skilled members set the standard for quality craftsmanship across industrial, commercial, and residential industries. IBEW Local 601, IUPAT District Council 58, and the East Central Illinois Building and Construction Trades Council. Together, we are building the Illini.
Illini fans know a strong starting lineup makes all the difference. And when it comes to your health, Carle Health puts the right team on the field for you. With the doctors, hospitals, and specialists you already know and trust. Whether you're exploring Medicare Advantage options or individual plans, choose a plan that chooses Carle Health. Visit choosecarlehealth.org to stay connected to the care teams who are there for you, your family, and your community. Choose a health plan that keeps you in the game. Choose CARLEhealth.org.
Well, the Illini playing the Turtles today, the Terps, and we're kind of a grind-out game here. 21-6 Illinois as we head for the fourth quarter. The Illinois Farm Bureau advantage. Illinois 21, Maryland 6. And 1st and 10 for the Terps.
They try to move the ball ahead. DeJuan Williams, leading receiver, 7 receptions, 44 yards. Malik Washington of Maryland, 21 of 36, 193 yards. Luke Allmeyer, 14 of 23, 162 yards and 2 touchdowns. Khalil Valentine, your leading rusher, with 55 yards, and your leading receiver, Hudson Clement, 3 catches, 72 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So 21-6 Illinois here. Iowa has fallen behind USC early in the 4th. Trojans lead at 26-21. Penn State winning at Michigan State 21-10 late in the 4th. Michigan gets a field goal late to win at Wrigley over Northwestern 24-22. Indiana 31, Wisconsin 7. UCLA and Ohio State and Purdue and Washington coming up. That's the Big Ten schedule today. Maryland, of course, been in the Big Ten since 2014. They were 62 years in the ACC before they joined the Big Ten. They've been here since 2014. They won 9 league titles. Interesting story. Ralph Friedgen was the coach there when he took over. The previous staff let everybody go, but Friedgen kept 2 assistants from the previous staff, Mike Loxley and James Franklin.
Oh, wow.
How about that?
That's pretty cool.
Here's Mike Loxley all these years later after his days at Illinois as the head coach at Maryland. Terps down here, though, 21-6 as we start the 4th. 2 receivers right, 1 left. DeJuan Williams the back. He's been busy tonight. Here is Malik Washington, keeper, running left midfield. Nice run. Again, he had a lot of yards last week at Rutgers. Up to midfield, a gain of 6 for the Terrapins. We'll have a Brad Underwood show for you Monday night. We've got football at Wisconsin next week, basketball in Chicago midweek. 2nd and 4. Malik Washington fires left, incomplete. Trying to hit Webb. Juice Clark on the coverage, and now they force another 3rd down, where Maryland is only 1 of 8 tonight. As we move into the evening hours after the 2:30 start. 21-6 Illinois, 14.5 to go in the game.
See what the Illini dial up on this 3rd down. Get pressure and get their hands up, try to knock another pass down.
They do have a sack today, and we may have a false start. And we do on Maryland.
False start. Offense number 61. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
That's the center, Michael Hershey, from
Spring
Spring Grove, PA.
He moved the ball a little bit before he was able to snap it.
They go 3-17. A young man on left tackle from Central Connecticut State. Isaiah Wright came in from Buffalo. The right guard came from Georgia. Alan Heron, the right tackle, is hometown in Jamaica. 3rd and 9 after the penalty. False start from their own 45 for the Terps. Down 21-6. Back to pass. Malik Washington in trouble. Throws it sidearm and a diving catch in Illinois territory. What a throw, what a catch. Knotts diving across the middle of the field. Has it at the Illinois 40, roughly 39-yard line. And a gain of 16. He shot that one out of there.
Yeah, he did. That was a good throw by Malik Washington. Off balance, throwing it sidearm, and a good catch.
People have seen Pat Mahomes throw a little bit. Patrick Mahomes like that. Here's the dump down over the middle. Caught. DeJuan Williams, the tailback, with a catch. Down to the Illinois 33. Got 6. Dylan Rosiak helping out. Malachi Hood. 13:45 for the game. Maryland with 2 field goals tonight from their kicker, Sean O'Hare. That's been their offense. 3 of that on their opening drive of the game. Illinois with 2 touchdowns. Passes from Altmaier. A touchdown run by Fagan. 2nd and 4. Snap back, Malik Washington unloads it left. Caught. Webb with a nice catch. Knocked out of bounds. 1st down Maryland inside the Illinois 20. Down to the 16-yard line. Miles Scott knocked him out of bounds. A gain of 17 more. So they're picking up chunks of yardage.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what Juice Clark was doing. He looked like he was going to try to make the tackle on the run. The quarterback held the ball, and he was able to pop it out there to the receiver that Juice was covering.
This started it right at their own 2, right? At the end of the last quarter after Illinois failed to score. On 4th down, 1st and 10, the Illinois 16. DeJuan Williams slips a tackle at the 15. Surges ahead. McCullum finishes him off at about the 8-yard line of Illinois. He got close to 8 yards on that. Slipped an ankle tackle at about the 15. 2nd and 2, gain of 8 at the Illinois 8. First down markers at the Illinois 6. So Maryland says we're not done yet. Snap back. Malik Washington lob, fade pattern to the end zone, overshot Webb, incomplete. Juice Clark back there along with Miles Scott. 3rd and 2. And again, Maryland 2 of 9 on 3rd down today. 12:24 left. 13th play of the drive coming up. The shadow of their own goalpost when they started on the south end. Then we into the quarter. They went to the other end. Now they've marched all the way down off to our right to the Illinois 8. 3rd and 2, Maryland trailing 21-6 to the Illini. Crowd trying to help out in the horseshoe. Williams the back. And he gets the handoff, and he's got the first down. Slides his way through before he got tackled at the end of the play, all the way down at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, Illinois is going to have to bow up and keep them out of the end zone. Again, it's still a 2-possession game. You don't want to allow Maryland, which you had a team do down on the 1-yard line. You had them on the brink of ready to give in and give up. Now you're giving them life if they're able to score here.
Officially put it down at the Illinois 4. 1st and goal, Maryland. Early in the 4th quarter, man in motion. Snap back to the quarterback. Hands it off to his tailback, DeJuan Williams from Malik Washington. And no gain at the 4-yard line. Maryland tonight has rushed it for only 55 yards. The yardage overall in the game is fairly even. Malik Washington has thrown it 41 times, 232 yards, 24 completions, 1 interception at the end of the half on a Hail Mary. Illini subbing in heavily. Neal, Gurojaye. Gentle comes off I formation. Line up, 2 backs in the backfield. Here is a roll back to the right. Malik Washington looks to the end zone. Incomplete, broken up. And incomplete, trying to hit Zamansky down there, his big tight end. And now they're 3rd and goal at the Illinois 4 with 11 minutes to go in the game. 16th play of the drive coming up. I would think they would go for it too, right?
Yeah, they're definitely going to go for it. They're down here inside the 5-yard line. Maryland is a team that had a lot of drops coming into this game this season. A couple of huge drops right there. That was a drop in the end zone, thankfully for us.
21-6, Illinois, 11 minutes to go in the game. 3rd and goal, Maryland at the Illini 4. Snap back, Malik Washington. Gives to DeJuan Williams. The Illini ankle tackle and then drop him at the 2-yard line, roughly. Now it's 4th and goal. We'll see where they officially spot it, maybe closer to the 3. Good tackle there by the Illini.
Yeah, gang tackling. If you get a guy wrapped up, get more guys to the ball carrier, and the next guy, 2 or 3 guys try to come there and strip it out, but make sure you have the tackle secure and get him on the ground.
Here we go. Maryland, Illinois was just down here a moment ago, couldn't score on 4th down. Maryland 4th and goal at the Illinois 3. DeJuan Williams comes in motion from the receiver spot to the tailback spot. Maryland going for it, down 21-6. Back to pass, Malik Washington looking, nobody open, sidearm throw, incomplete at the goal line. And the Illini defense returns the favor. They hold Maryland out at 4th and goal.
And I think Pat Farrell got a hand on that one as well. Otherwise, it's an easy touchdown catch, but great job by him all day long. I think he's batted down about 3 or 4 passes. Great job of being in the passing lane, extending those long arms out, and getting a hand on it and tipping that ball so it can fall incomplete.
They went 17 plays, 95 yards, did the Terps, and no points. How's that? 10-12 to go in the game. Illinois' lead still the same, 21-6 over Maryland. Early in the 4th on the Busey Bank, Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
IBEW Local 601, IUPAT District Council 58, and the East Central Illinois Building and Construction Trades Council serve our local communities with pride and dedication. Our well-trained and highly skilled members set the standard for quality craftsmanship across industrial, commercial, and residential industries. IBEW Local 601, IUPAT District Council 58, and the East Central Illinois Building and Construction Trades Council. Together, we are building the Illini.
Hey, Illini fans, it's college football season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Illinois football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Fighting Illini. Let's go Fighting Illini! SeatGeek.
Welcome to your field. The weather is perfect. The soil is perfect. The seedlings are perfect. Enjoy your relaxing day.
We all know that's not farming. That's fantasy. It takes grit and hard work to do what you do. Dynagrow Seed is bred and tested for your reality with a proven history of success in your area year after year. Dynagrow Seed. For real. Visit seedyoucantrust.com.
There's so many advantages and opportunities within Illinois Farm Bureau to work on yourself, on your business, and the agriculture industry as a whole.
That's why Douglas County farmer McKenna France is all in on the Illinois Farm Bureau. We invest in the people who make agriculture thrive. The Illinois Farm Bureau Advantage: impactful advocacy, trusted information, and meaningful development.
Back at Geese Memorial Stadium, Illinois' defense stops Maryland after a long drive. The Illini, by the way, have 10 passes broken up tonight, several on the interior line. Attendance of 56,416 enjoyed that. That means 19 pass breakups in the last two games. Going back to Rutgers a couple of weeks ago, Jordan Anderson in as at a fullback spot. Illinois takes over on their own 3. Here is Altmaier, rolls right, and the pass is deflected there by Maryland that time. Our Illinois Farm Bureau advantage. Illinois leads it 21-6, 10:08 to go. Fourth quarter, Sidney Stewart with the deflection.
And that was a dangerous one because it almost fell right into the Maryland Terrapins defensive lineman lap after it was deflected. So be careful, especially down in your own end zone.
He's a good player, Sidney Stewart. 8.5 tackles for loss, 6 sacks. He's a cousin of Derek Queen, great Maryland basketball player we saw. 2nd and 10, Illinois at their own 3. 10:08 to go in the game, leading 21-6. Fagan is the back, and Altmaier's going to keep it, pull it down. He's running free. 10, 20, 25, 30, and roughed out of bounds. And here come the flags. And I don't think I'd tackle the opposing quarterback on their sideline like that, because now there's some chippiness going on. And he wrestled him hard out of bounds. And when you see your quarterback go down like that on your sideline, you're not going to stand for it.
And I love Luke's toughness. I love his grit. If I'm the coaches, though, I'm saying, hey, man, you're right at the sideline. Just step out of bounds. You don't have to lean back in and take that tackle.
Flags all over the field. They have the ball at the 30 right now. 27-yard run. And flags all over the field. They're going to tack on some big yardage here, I think.
After the play is over, personal foul, late hit out of bounds, unnecessary roughness, defense number 27, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Lakai Rowland, the DB back there, and that will tack on some big yardage. So Illinois drove all the way down near the goal line. Their last offensive possession could not score on 4th down. Maryland then drove the other way across the 2 quarters and tried to get it in, incomplete. So now both teams have failed to score in that close in the red zone. 21-6 Illinois. You tack on the penalty. Illinois has it at their own 45. 9:48 to go in the game. Illinois leading Maryland. Valentine in the backfield. Altmaier looks to the sideline for the play. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Snap back. Altmaier gives it to Valentine. Up the middle he goes to the southern part of the state of Illinois on the field. Gets it up to the 48-yard line, a gain of 3 with 9:24 left. Now let's just chew up some clock.
Yeah, just keep running the football. You've done a good job of getting the stop down here defensively. A great run by Luke Altmaier, aided by the unnecessary roughness. But just keep chewing up clock and hopefully punch it in for another touchdown.
Illini with 164 yards on the ground. That's 40 above their average. They were near the bottom of the Big Ten in average rushing yards per game, but running it well today, especially in the second half. Valentine the back, Dixon in motion, and the give to Khalil, slides his way through across midfield and close to an Illinois first down at the 46 actually, a gain of 6 of Maryland, crossing midfield. Running right across southern Illinois there on the field, and put it down. It'll be 3rd and 1. Clock moving, 8.5 minutes to go. The Illini 6 of 11 on 3rd down. They picked up 20 Ameren, Illinois first downs today. Right now, just kind of slowing the game down, moving that clock. They can win this. It won't be the flashiest of wins, but it'll be a win. It'll be a good one. Jordan Anderson offset as a fullback. Altmaier under center. 3rd and 1 from the Terrapin 46. There's a handoff. Running left, Jordan Anderson. He's got a first down. Inside the Maryland 30-yard line. And the young man from Joliet Catholic with a big first down. Gain of 20.
Yep, good handoff underneath to the fullback. Everybody's eyes are going to be on the big tailback running to the right. You sneak him out to the left side. He has a big gain for 20 yards.
He had 1 touchdown this year, 5 yards total. Picks up an Ameren, Illinois first down at the 26 of Maryland. That's a big one. Moves the clock again. 7:30 left in this game. Illinois has had the ball a lot in this half, although Maryland just completed a 17-play drive and didn't score. Arkin in motion. Snap back to Altmaier. Going to give it to Caden Fagan. Slips ahead inside the 20 at the left hash and down to the 18 of Maryland. Gain of 8 more for Caden Fagan. The Illini approaching 200 yards of rushing in this game.
It's a great job up front. And anytime that big run by Jordan Anderson, anytime you have a big run, you probably have blocking downfield. Christian Abney did a really good job of blocking his defender into another defender to allow them to allow Jordan Anderson to get down the field. But anytime you're having huge runs, O-line is doing a great job, but guys on the outside are doing a good job as well.
Fagan the back, got the big backs there. 2nd and 3 Illinois. They put it down to the 19, so they give him 7 in the Carl red zone. And the handoff to Fagan, jukes to the outside, cuts back up the middle, spinning his way along inside the 15. First down Illinois to the 14-yard line. And now what?
Just a little frustration setting in for the Maryland Terrapin defense.
Illini rushed for a season-high 210 last week, or 2 weeks ago against Rutgers in their last game. The Illini slow to huddle up, 6:04. They're burning as much clock as they can. Illinois up 21-6, trailed early 3-0, went up 7-3, and not given the lead back. Kept the Terps at bay. Leo Valentine in the backfield now. 1st and 10, Illinois at the 14 of Maryland. Right to left against the wind. Snap back to Altmaier, and he's going to keep it. And he didn't go anywhere. In fact, he lost. He went backwards. Back out to the 17-yard line. Altmaier with the carry. Leading rusher is Valentine with 64. Altmaier has 63 yards. Of course, the big play on this drive was he carried it, then a late hit out of bounds. Fagan, 10 carries for 55 and a touchdown. Hudson Clement, 2 receiving touchdowns tonight. The Illini trying to go to 7-3, and every win they get, the bowl game that you're looking at, I know people still holding out hope for a playoff, but the bowl game gets warmer every time you win, for sure. 2nd and 14 at the Maryland 18. Back to pass Altmaier, pump fake. Now he's going to run it up the middle. Runs left, 10, 5, Altmaier, touchdown! There is a flag down at the 15, 18-yard run by Luke Altmaier.
The Illini lead right now is 27-6 over Maryland. What a run by the quarterback. I think it's going to stay.
Holding. Offense number 5. 10-yard penalty.
Well, I thought wrong.
First down.
Where do we see the hold? What a run by Altmaier.
Second down.
Yeah, holding on Khalil Valentine. I think that was a design run. It looked like he was pumping it out to the right, and it was a design run because Khalil was blocking the entire time, going up to the linebacker. Just got his hand barely outside of him and took him to the ground. And that really is what allowed Luke Altmaier to get out there and go score that touchdown.
Well, the bad news is that the ball gets moved out to the 25 of Maryland, but the good news is the clock's down to 4:52. Altmaier has thrown it 14 out of 24, 162 yards in this game. Illini have run it quite a bit in this quarter. Now it's 2nd and 20 back at the Maryland 25. Valentine gets a shovel pitch, runs it right, runs into a bunch of Terrapins, and he's down just inside the 25-yard line. You can tell the Terrapins are frustrated.
Well, yeah, you begin to get frustrated when you can't stop the run, and they have had some difficulty stopping the run in the second half.
Timeout, Maryland.
Maryland takes the
Their first
timeout.
of the half.
21-6, so take the points off the board on the holding.
45.
With 4:38 left, we'll take a break. Illinois 21, Maryland 6. Illinois 3rd and 20 at about the 25 of Maryland. When we come back on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Illini fans know a strong starting lineup makes all the difference. And when it comes to your health, Carl Health puts the right team on the field for you. With the doctors, hospitals, and specialists you already know and trust. Whether you're exploring Medicare Advantage options or individual plans, choose a plan that chooses Carl Health. Visit choosecarlhealth.org to stay connected to the care teams who are there for you, your family, and your community. Choose a health plan that keeps you in the game. Choose CARLEhealth.org.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Feeling great starts with a great shave. This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Wherever you are in your career, Aces Online has a program that fits. Choose from stackable certificates, standalone courses, or master's degrees you can complete 100% online. Study what matters to you and earn credentials that make an impact, from sustainability and food systems to health and policy. With expert faculty, flexible formats, and real-world relevance, you'll be ready for what's next. Start small or go big. Either way, your next move starts here. Explore more at acesonline.illinois.edu.
Primient is proud to celebrate agriculture today and every day, on the field and off. We were founded on the potential of agriculture more than 100 years ago, and our more than 1,500 employees embrace this heritage as we look to tomorrow. To learn more about how Primient teams are working to enrich lives through plant-based solutions across the food, feed, and industrial ingredients markets, visit the Primient website at primient.com and follow us on LinkedIn.
Illinois Farm Bureau advantage. Here is Illinois 21, Maryland 6 with 4:45 left in the game after the touchdown was turned away on the penalty, the hold on Khalil Valentine on the run by Altmaier. So it stays 21-6, but Illinois has marched from deep in their own territory all the way down into the near the red zone of Maryland. Our close shave instant replay, a couple of touchdowns to Hudson Clement, brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave? Choose Barbasol, a quality shave and a trusted value. If you're looking for a job that checks all the boxes, how about competitive salaries, flexible hours, outstanding benefits? You can find it all and more with a career in Illinois state government. Whether you're in tech, healthcare, education, or skilled trades, place for you. Real jobs, real impact, real work-life balance. Visit illinois.gov and apply today. All right, the Illini go to work here. 4:45 left. Maryland has a couple of timeouts left. Illinois up 21-6. Halftime score was 14-6. Only one score in this second half so far. Backs are split. Beatty and Fagan either side of Altmaier. 3rd and 20 from the 25 of Maryland. Altmaier back to pass. Throws it to the right. Caught out there on the right side inside the 15-yard line. Justin Bowick goes out of bounds. First down marker, though, was way down around the 4-yard line. So let's see what they do here. Here comes David Alano. So we got about half of it back.
For an injury, number 58 of Illinois.
Priestley is injured, I guess. Apparently shaken up, limping a little bit. Total yardage in this game, Illinois 363, Maryland 287. Illinois outrushed them 201 to 55. And Illinois has been 7 of 12 on third down. Maryland only 3 of 11. They'll put it down at the 23-yard line. 33-yard attempt for David Alano for the year is 13 out of 15. He's made 11 of the last 12. And lines it up, right hash against the wind. Ooh, the wind caught a hold of that one, but it's good.
Hard as hell.
Got it through. That was close enough to get it in there. And the Illini lead grows to 24-6. And we'll take a break. 4:19 left in the game. Alano, 33 yards, 12-play drive. 82 yards, chewed up nearly 6 minutes. The Illini sailing close to another win. They're up 24-6 over Maryland on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
What's one way to enjoy Illini football? From a great seat. One that's yellow, comfortable, and lets you handle the tough yardage. So pop in your earbuds, put the game on, and take your seat on a new John Deere from AHW. With our online build and price tool, you can create the mower, compact tractor, or gator that fits your exact needs and budget. Try out our build and price tool online at ahwllc.com. Proud sponsors of Fighting Illini football.
Looking for a job that checks all the boxes? How about competitive salaries, flexible hours, and outstanding benefits? You can find it all and more with a career in Illinois state government. Whether you're in tech, healthcare, education, or skilled trades, there's a place for you. Real jobs, real impact, and real work-life balance. Find really great careers working for the state of Illinois. Visit work.illinois.gov and apply today.
You can just picture it. The anticipation before the big moment. The band playing, the adrenaline flowing, the confidence that you're about to hit the field and simply dominate. Now you know what it feels like to plant a field of Brevant seeds. Because when you choose Brevant seeds, you're not looking for a simple win. You're looking to turn heads and make a name for yourself. This is your turf. And when you get out there, it's sheer domination. Get started at Brevant.com/domination. Win, win, win.
Illinois up, Farm Bureau advantage, 24-6 over the Maryland Terrapins. They've not trailed since they jumped ahead 7-3 in that first half. The Brett Bielema Radio Show presented by Surfside, airing this season Wednesdays at 7. Show broadcast Busey Bank Illini Sports Network live from the Smith Center. Visit fightingillini.com for more information. Subscribe to the Inside Fighting Illini podcast. It's not a seltzer, it's a Surfside. If you want more college football after our game, the College Football Blitz, free on the Varsity Network app. Illini Nation enjoying this 24-6 lead, watching the sunset at Marco Island, Northbrook, Illinois, Lima, Ohio, and the best golf club in Fairview Heights, Illinois, Fair Oaks Golf Club. Next round on me, Kerry Davis, they say.
Sounds good.
You too, Brian. Went to Unity with your brother, Bill Rockets. Yeah, longboating. Portsmouth, Virginia, hanging drywall in Lexington, Illinois. That's quite a difference, isn't it? Hanging drywall and hanging out in Marco Island.
Yeah.
It's all the same. Illini with the lead, though, 24-6, 4:19 left. Iverson Howard deep for the Terps. Alano will kick it off. Illinois trying to get to 7-3, 4-3 in the Big Ten. Send the Terps to their 6th straight loss. After a 4-0 start, fair catch waved. It'll start at the 25. For the Maryland Terrapins, who have yet to score a touchdown. They tried. They went for it on 4th down. as did Illinois. You think about how close Illinois came to scoring like 40 points in this game.
Yeah, they had a couple of opportunities, some drives that got stopped because they were unable to catch the ball cleanly and got some calls overturned and forced the punt. But that drive down there to the 2-yard line, 1-yard line, you got to punch those in and finish that drive with a touchdown. And they weren't able to get points on that drive.
Malik Washington, 24-43, may have to throw it 50 times before we're done. He throws it here to the right, caught. 25-30, Octavian Smith Jr., and then he's pushed back. And Tanner Heckel flings him to the ground after he got to about the 30-yard line, gain of 5. The only 2 games this year, no touchdowns allowed by the Illini defense. Western Illinois in the season opener, and Western Michigan. Those 2 games. DeJuan Williams, the tailback, snap back. Malik Washington looks to the right, dump down, and incomplete. At the 35-yard line, Matt Bailey on the coverage. Dorian Fleming, the intended receiver. DeJuan Williams, the tailback, the leading receiver, 8 catches, 50 yards. He's also the leading rusher with 43. 3rd and 5, Maryland, their own 30, trailing Illinois 24-6. 3:50 left in this game. Under the lights. Still 64 degrees here in the middle of November at night. Back to pass. And a flag comes in, throws it into the sideline, incomplete. Flag is down. With 3:45 left.
Holding offense number 75. The penalty is declined. 4th down.
It'll be 4th down.
Malik Washington threw that ball out of bounds. If Illinois needs another fullback that can catch, Jack Parrish made a heck of a grab over there on the sideline.
Yeah, that was a line shot, line drive. Beatty drops back deep. And this will be another punt for Maryland. Crimmins has punted 3 times for Illinois, McPherson 4 times. If he punts it, this will be number 5. They'll snap it at their own 30. Left to right, wind at their back. A lot of the stadium is cleared out. Here, celebrating, looks like an Illinois win, 24-6. So far, here's the line drive kick with the win. Beatty back to get it. Might try to return this one. Here he goes. 10, running right, looking for somebody, gets a block. 15, 20, cuts back left, 25. Made it exciting anyway, all the way up to about the 26-yard line, maybe the 27. We ran a long waves, needed 1 block on the edge. And we'll take a break. 58-yard punt, 14-yard return, 3:28 left in the game, 24-6 Illinois. Closing in on win number 7 on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Food, fuel, jobs, even our planet's future. It all starts right here with homegrown Illinois corn. From plant-based bioplastics and renewable fuel to fighting the effects of climate change, Illinois corn is at work in your backyard, and it's paving the way toward a more sustainable future. Learn more at watchusgrow.org/corn.
Listen up, Illini fans. Cashback is here with the new Illini Visa Signature Cashback Card brought to you by the U of I Community Credit Union. Earn cashback every time you make a purchase. 5% cashback on gas and travel, 2% back on groceries and restaurants, and 1.5% back on everything else. But that's not all. U of I Community Credit Union will match your cashback earnings up to $150 for the first year. Learn more and apply today at IlliniCard.org.
4.5 months. That's your growing season. It may be short, but the work, it's year-round. The planning for next year starts right after you leave the field this year. Studying, evaluating, evolving your playbook. Start with the resources at fieldadvisor.org. Data-driven recommendations for every region of Illinois. Every stage of the growing season, bring out your best. Visit fieldadvisor.org and subscribe. Funded by the Illinois Soybean Checkoff.
56,416, the official attendance tonight. Not quite a sellout, but pretty close. Illinois with a lot of passes broken up tonight. Luke Altmaier ties Juice Williams for second all-time in touchdown passes career with 56 at Illinois. Has his 7th multi-TD pass game of the season. Hudson Clement with his first 2 touchdown game this season. Fagan with a rushing touchdown tonight, his 11th career rushing TD. Hank Beatty continued his stretch of 10 straight games with a catch, and the Illini lead it 24-6 here over the Maryland Terrapins. Again, next week we'll be in Madison. We'll know probably the start time tomorrow, which will affect the start time of the basketball game next Saturday against Long Island. And, of course, we got the basketball game at 8 Wednesday night in Chicago at the United Center. Brad Underwood show coming up on Monday night. Hey, with a strong foundation and commitment to quality, IBUW Painters District Council 58, East Central Illinois Building and Construction Trades Council serve our local communities with pride, dedication, and quality craftsmanship. Together, truly building the Fighting Illini. Post-game show coming up as well, with all of the highlights and scores around the Big Ten. USC, by the way, held off to beat Iowa, held on 26-21. Out west, 24-6 here, Illinois over Maryland. 3:28 left in the game. Altmaier has thrown for 172, 2 touchdowns. Fagan is the back. Going to steady die to this, I think. Fagan puts his head down, plows across the 30, picked up 8. Gets it all the way up to the 34-yard line. Trying to chew up as much as we can here on the clock, and up 24-6.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if you put the ball in the air again in this drive. I think you just run the ball effectively, pick up first downs, and at some point, Maryland either run out of timeouts or wave the white flag.
Dante Joyner on the stop for the Maryland Terrapins. Slow moving huddle out there, 2:54 left. A lot of the crowd has headed for the exit. Still a good number here, but single back set with Fagan in the pistol look behind Altmaier. And here comes Fagan, and he charges across the line of scrimmage, still going across the 40 to the 41. He got 7 more. Michael Martin with an injury update.
Just wanted to update you on Melvin Priestley. Near the end of that last drive, he got shaken up. We talked about it on air. He checked back in. He looks fine to go. So nothing serious, nothing long term. Good to see this late in the season.
Illini now with 216 rushing yards. That's a new season high. They've had over 400 rushing yards the last 2 games. Altmaier did have an interception tonight. The Illini tied for 9th in the country in fewest interceptions. They had 210 in the win over Rutgers, and now we wind it down to the 2-minute timeout. Illinois up 24-6. Let's pause 10 seconds. Allow our network stations to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds for station ID on Illinois football from Learfield. Great to have you with us tonight on a warm, windy day in November. You never know for sure what you're going to get in November, and it turned up nice today. We'll see how it is next week in Madison. The Badgers got beat tonight by Indiana. Madison, though, the site of a Wisconsin win last week over Washington. So if they could beat Washington,
they can play some football.
They can play anybody.
Any week in the Big Ten, you got to stay locked in, prepared, and ready to roll. But I think the Illini this second half have done a fantastic job of just saying, you know what, we're going to run the ball at you, and then when the play action pass is available, we're going to make big plays in the passing game. That's how you got the touchdown down there to Hudson Clement. But it all started with running the football, and running the ball again is a mindset. It's a will, a want-to, and if you do it effectively enough, you see defenses start to give in and give up, and there's usually a run that breaks the spirit of a defense, and you've just seen them be able to do that this entire second half, constantly break the spirit of this Maryland Terrapins defense, and a really good job by those big guys up front.
Yeah, I don't remember the rushing yard total at halftime, but a chunk of the yardage on the ground, you're right, has come in the second half. If you want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country, the free Varsity Network app, I use it all the time, available on Apple and Android. New features this season, easier than ever to listen live. Don't miss a moment. A lot of folks listening in on that tonight across the country and the world as we bring you this one from Champaign. The Illini fell behind 3-0. Then they jumped ahead 7-3. Altmaier with a touchdown pass to Hudson Clement. One of his 2 on the day. That was at the very end of the first quarter. Then a Sean O'Hare field goal by Maryland. 6:12 left in the second. Got him within 7-6. And they haven't scored since. Caden Fagan at 3-yard rush. Caps a 13-play drive. Made it 14-6. Hudson Clement, 23-yard catch. After Kerry mentioned all the running, they threw it to Hudson. He was wide open. 21-6. David Alano field goal capped a 12-play drive here in the fourth quarter. So that's where we are. The final 2 minutes coming up. The other thing is with a team that's lost all these games in a row, not only on the ground, beating them, demoralizing that way, but just demoralizing in general.
Yeah, it just breaks your spirit. I mean, this team Maryland started out 4-0 really hot, and then it lost 5 in a row. Hopefully about to be 6 in a row. It just does break the spirit of the team and the defense.
2 minutes left. 1st and 10. Illinois at their own 41, right to left. Fagan in the backfield. And the give is to number 3. And here he goes, plowing ahead and carrying tacklers behind him all the way up to the 46. They got 5 yards on that carry. Maryland may take a timeout, and they will.
Timeout.
With a minute 53 left.
Second of the half. 30-second timeout.
Told the forecast long range next Saturday. Dry and some sun, a high of 42. Which is not bad.
Not bad at all.
Live with that in Madison.
If you're at 40 degrees or above in November in the Midwest, in Madison, and Champaign, I'll take it. We've had some really cold games in November.
Well, Maryland calls the timeout. Illinois up 24-6 with a minute 53 left. Like I said, this won't be one of the wow, what an unbelievable game this was. This will be one that you'll look and go, oh, well, Illinois won pretty handily, but they've done the things they needed to do. They've done a good job, the defense has, stopping Maryland on 3rd down, 3rd and 12 for Maryland during the game. And the Illini defense with an interception at the end of the half. And 2nd and 5 now as we wind down the final minute 53. The give is to Fagan, and he's got a first down across midfield. Now they can pretty much wrap it up. And the chance of ILL-INI go up as Illinois about to go to 7-3. Got 6 yards to the Maryland 48, but now we're down to a minute 40 left. Maryland has 1 timeout left. Beatty checks in. He had 28 yards receiving. Hudson Clement, your big star receiving-wise, with the 72 yards and 2 touchdowns. Illini with that ball on the big orange block eye near midfield in Maryland territory. Slow to get to the line of scrimmage, leading 24-6. Now they're going to be in victory formation. Altmaier will take 1 knee. I know every football player's favorite formation.
Best play in football.
Every guy I've had in the last 25 years has said that.
Best play in football.
It really is. Yep. And we're under a minute to go. 24-6. The Illini going to go to 7-3. Ahead of a matchup in Madison against Wisconsin next Saturday. Again, time to be determined. Stay tuned. The postgame show is coming up next. Steve Kelly will have that. Brought to you by your friends at Toyota. Central Illinois Toyota dealers. Altmaier kneeling in midfield. This should do it. Takes a knee. And victory, Illinois. Here as they'll wind down the clock. 24-6 is the final score. And Mike Loxley and Brett Bielema, who are good friends, look at life and football a lot the same, and they will meet and embrace at midfield, and the Illini get the job done. Winding inside of 10 seconds, they will close it out with a win over Maryland after a bye week. 24-6, the final at Geese Memorial Stadium, and the fireworks celebrate win number 7. Nicely done. A little close for a while, but they got it done. 24-6, the final. Here from Champaign, the post-game show coming up next to visit with Brett Bielema, and maybe some player interviews as well, and scores and highlights recapping for Illinois. Altmaier, 2 more touchdowns, moves up the list on the touchdown career passing list at Illinois. Hudson Clement, a couple of touchdown catches. The Illini with the victory, 24-6 over the Terps on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
You can just picture it. The anticipation before the big moment. The band playing, the adrenaline flowing, the confidence that you're about to hit the field and simply dominate. Now you know what it feels like to plant a field of Brevant seeds. Because when you choose Brevant seeds, you're not looking for a simple win. You're looking to turn heads and make a name for yourself. This is your turf. And when you get out there, it's sheer domination. Get started at Brevant.com/domination. Win, win, win.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they